All right, we are live, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's your boy Latios Ultima here. This is something that I have not done in a pretty long time, honestly. First off, for this stream particularly, I'm not going to be using the stream layout because this is going to be a podcast stream, not going to be any gameplay of any kind. So, for those of you who are wondering, what this all about, basically we're going to be doing a tier list tonight because it has been a minute since I've done one of these. We're going to be doing a tier list. We're also going to talk about the current, in my opinion, the current state of Unite, which I feel like it's definitely falling off quite a bit. Well, I wouldn't say falling off, but there's a couple things that I feel like is absolutely wrong with this game, honestly, and you guys already know exactly how I feel because I always be playing the game. I've been watching with I've been pretty much watching the whole I've been watching streamers, playing Unite and stuff like that, and I think to myself, what has happened with this game? What has happened with the randoms of the game, honestly? But there's a lot to talk about when it comes down to this. So thank you so much for everybody who's tuned in. We got J2 is in the chat. We got Ghoulishley's in the chat. Mr. Purple. We got Shuckle. I think I saw Emily and Misty were both lurking. Welcome, welcome. As you guys already know, there's going to be no music in this stream because obviously, as you already know, I'm gonna make this is just gonna be a simple podcast tonight. So obviously we did do the gameplay yesterday, but we're gonna be doing a tier list, and then and before we get into it, we're probably gonna be talking about my personal thoughts about Unite right now and where we stand with it. Because I was actually going to make a video straight up talking about the current state of Unite, but I feel like I've said this time and time again. The game definitely needs a lot of work, in my opinion. The game is just honestly falling off so far for the most part. There's a lot of issues with this game, and I think we're definitely going to be talking about that. So I see Manny is kicking my door down once again. Manny, we spoke about this, man. Yeah, so but welcome Manny to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Wonder Red, yes, we are doing a tier list, but before we get into that, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my overall thoughts of Pokemon Unite and why I'm concerned about this game for the most part. So, yeah. But yeah, as you guys already know, I'm not playing no music. I'm not using the layout. We're just using straight up just this right here, where we're gonna be going ahead and talking about a lot when it comes down with this game for sure. So there's a lot to talk about, guys. So just stay tuned. Imagine getting your door kicked down. Yeah, Manny does it all the time. Not just to me. They do it to Thunder as well too. They really do it to them as well. Also, welcome Spectre to the stream. Oh my god, really ghoulish? You about to drop kick my window? Are you serious? I can't. Anyways, stopped playing Unite a long time ago, so I'm interested to hear your thoughts. Yeah, we're definitely going to go ahead and talk about a lot of stuff when it comes to this game. Like, there's a lot of issues I feel like there's going on, honestly. One thing that I know a lot of people are having issues with, and that is, of course, the big one. We're going to start with the big one right out the gate, and that is, of course, going to be matchmaking. Yes, matchmaking. I've seen people who have really good records get matched up with people that are like what 800 games, whatever. I know some of y'all here that do ranked, and I know y'all deal with a lot of randoms that are idiots. I know that for a fact. Let's be perfectly real here. So it's like, I know a lot of people have 100% been complaining a lot about the matchmaking, which is completely understandable, because you know what? When it comes down to it, matchmaking is just so bad, apparently, for what I've heard. Matchmaking, what's that? I mean, isn't that what it is when you guys queue up for games, right? Is that what it is? But I've seen I've seen those randos on people's teams, honestly, and I ain't gonna lie, they really are. Is it really becoming that worse? Like, they don't know how to actually use their Pokemon. Like, they don't know what to do, and they don't know how to rotate. They don't know how to do all that stuff. And yet Timmy over here thinking, oh, it's perfectly acceptable. Like they don't really know. They really Like they were at like they're this is a perfect example. They're a big master player. They could carry the bad players to the top, bro. It's not even that. They will just literally straight up troll. They would just literally just straight up being It's just really just horrible. Like it really is, honestly. And yes, Lucia, I'm well aware that you were being sarcastic. I was just toying around with it as well. So no worries. But yeah, like I don't understand why is it that people they can't really get that people don't understand. Like why is it so hard to match with people that actually know what they're doing? Like keep all the low class players at least match all the good players together. But then again, it's like it's hard because you can't really like straight up say that matchmaking is balanced because it's not. It really is not. Like honestly, it really is not. Hang on, let me catch up with chat real quick. Yeah, we're gonna talk about buffs and everything when we get to the tier list for sure. Don't worry, we're gonna be getting there. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Hang on. It doesn't. I remember being a huge Delphox main and then just stopped playing altogether because I just got bored. Yeah, it's understandable. Honestly, it's understandable. Matchmaking says I'm at like 200 games and I get queued with like 15 battle players. Wait, what do you mean by that? Doesn't matter the amount of battles, you just get quests with lower battle amounts and low skill players 10-4. Nah, definitely. You probably get matched with someone that plays Ninetales that has attack weight, someone that goes at Razor Claw on a special attacker that doesn't even make sense. And that's another thing. People don't know their items at all. People would just straight up run like physical oriented items on special attackers. Like, how does that make any sense? Like, literally, how does that make any sense? Can we start with them off with Polt at S tier? Oh no, we're gonna get to that. Don't worry, Moon. We're gonna get to that. But yeah, right now we're talking about this matchmaking and why it's dog water. It's dog water. And don't forget all the broken Pokemon that literally came out on release day. That's another thing, right? Tencent doesn't know how to balance Pokemon properly at all. They really don't know how to balance Pokemon whatsoever, honestly. Like with the changes they made, yeah, they did change quite a couple things, but there's still Pokemon that are still strong. Like for example, Glaceon with Icicle Sphere. What's another good example? What's another Pokemon that dominates right now? I know Glaceon's definitely one of those top ones that definitely does really good, honestly. Wait, don't get me started on running leftovers. Rocky Helmet, Rescue Hill. Oh god, yes. Let's go. I mean, if they're using on decent Pokemon, it's whatever. But still, honestly, the recent one has been pretty balanced. No, definitely. But it's just in general, like the matchmaking is just horrible. Like masters, like good players are actually getting matched with people that don't know what they're doing, and on top of that, they don't know how to balance the Pokemon at all either, which is definitely really dumb in itself. I just don't understand what's so hard about balancing things out perfectly. I mean, right now it seems like the game seems well balanced, but there are still Pokemon that are really busted right now. Like for example, Glaceon. Clefable. Yeah, Clefable's gravity just makes you unable to play the game basically. Because it shuts down a lot of things. It shuts down Pokemon that dash. Like, for example, you have Pokemon like Zoroark, Dodrio, what else dash? Absol, assuming they run... Well, yeah, Absol has mostly dashes anyway. Aegislash with its Shadow Claw and other stuff. You have Garchomp with Dragon Rush. I'm just thinking of mons that have all dashing. Maybe Charizard with Fire Punch. I'm just saying it as an example. Oh yeah, Mealug's another one. Mealug's another dumb thing that needs to be nerfed. Honestly, it really does. Like, imagine getting trapped. Like, they should at least lower the at least increase the not increase. They should decrease the time you're stuck in that circle. At least make it so that they're trapped so less often. And I feel like another main problem is really just the fact that Tencent just loves to promote CC. CC is something that they absolutely love in the game. They just don't want us to move. They don't want us to stun. And for God's sakes, why are we not buffing Full Heal? Full Heal needs a buff. Like, we need something against CC, people. Like, come on. Like, honestly, Mewtwo's not seen in years. No, definitely. Mewtwo is not even I feel like Mewtwo... Honestly, I we've done a few standard games. I hardly ever see Mewtwo anymore. I mean, there are still people that do play Mewtwo. It is what it is, but I don't think Mewtwo is that bad anymore. I mean, once it gets the new change in which it's going to require Aeos energy for its mega evolution now. In the upcoming few weeks, I think. Mewtwo, I feel like it's going to be more of like you have to manage your Aeos energy, kind of like similar to Zacian. So it's like, it's pretty much something like that. But I don't think personally, I don't think Mewtwo's that awful anymore. Well, no, I shouldn't say awful. I mean like more as it's not as broken as it is. I mean, it still could be really good, but it's going to be pretty much it's going to be pretty much the basically the concept of Zacian, where it's going to need Aeos energy to really take advantage of its mega evolution. And I think it's the more Aeos energy you have, the longer your mega evolution. And I think, didn't they nerf something else on Mewtwo as well? Last I checked. Talonflame. Oh yeah, it also stops Talonflame's. No, I don't think. Well, it does stop Talonflame's flame charge. That's about it. So let's just keep them away for now due to being. No, definitely, we're not gonna really worry about the Mewtwo's and Zacian since they're not in ranked currently. I mean, technically they are still in the game, yeah, but I don't really think it's that relevant at this point, honestly. But my thoughts on them, I feel like they're fine as it is. Like, they're just not really. They're good, of course. They're still good. But if they don't have, like, when they're gonna get that, when they get that change up in which they're gonna need Aeos energy, basically now it's gonna be like they're gonna be more Aeos energy reliant. So it could be good or bad depending on the situation, of course. Although I wonder if they're going to actually they're actually gonna bring them back for the draft mode, because aren't we gonna be getting draft next season coming up? I think that's how it works. Hang on, let me catch up with them. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Hang on. I was thinking they should nerf the damage on store power so it doesn't feel too cheesy with hit and run. I don't think so. I mean, Espeon, I feel like hasn't really been seeing too much play, but I could be wrong. I mean, Espeon's still good, but I don't think they really need to nerf the store power. I feel like it already got nerfed enough as it is with the nerf that it received to its size shock, I think. But that's just me. I could be wrong. But yeah, I already talked about Mean Look Umbreon. Let me see. If I missed anything else, if I missed your comments, guys, I apologize. Oh yeah, I already read that. Okay, cool. I'm not sure next season, but definitely sometime. I wonder if they actually are gonna bring them back for this, because they're doing the whole like draft mode for next season. So we'll have to see how that plays out, I guess. What's good, babe? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, and then don't even get me started with their server. Like their server, their server, I feel like is so dumb. Like, for those of you who didn't see, I think it was not this stream but the other stream I did. I actually had a time in which I was playing as Slowbro, and I actually literally was like, I was trying to help to kill a Lucario, and the game decides to lag me so hard. And mind you, at the time that happened, my internet was actually good. My internet was not good because you guys saw me. I was still live. It was happening on stream. Like, I was lagging so hard. Like, at least that's another thing that happened to me, and that really pissed me off because it definitely cost us the game. I feel like that was definitely one of the main reasons that cost us that game, because it lagged me so hard. Like, it was not even fun, and I was like wandering around. People were like, I bet you the people were wondering like, why, what do you have happened? Like, I'm gonna make that a short, and you guys are gonna see what I'm talking about in due time. But like, their servers is also another issue that I have. Like, they can't even, like, not even that. When you're trying to choose a Pokemon, the game will sometimes lag so hard. Even when you're trying to pick a Pokemon, like when you're trying to pick a Pokemon, choose a lane, and the game lags, and you couldn't even do that. And then other people get to pick whatever lane you are going to go with. And I think it's stupid. It's really dumb. And yes, that did happen to me. I'm pretty sure it may have happened to other people as well. But it's like, come on. I just don't get it, honestly. Now, I think we're going to go ahead and get into this tier list now. But if there's any issues at all with Unite that I have not covered that you guys would like me to cover, please let me know in the chat, and we'll get to that as soon as possible. So I think now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get to the tier list portion of this stream. Honestly, the only three I don't think we're gonna include in this tier is gonna be both Mewtwo's and Zacian, because since they're currently banned from ranked, I don't really think there's no need to really talk about these three. So we're gonna exclude these for this particular stream only. Oh, sorry, not for this particular stream, but we're gonna be basically just excluding with these three for now. So we're gonna go ahead and go with that. And we're going to go ahead and rock with that for the most part. And again, if there's anything else that I didn't bring up that needs to be addressed, please let me know, and I will go ahead and I'll go ahead and talk about it as we go along. And of course, if there's anything that you guys may disagree, please let me know, and I will go ahead and get to that as much as possible, honestly. So yeah, we're going to do that for sure. Volcanic's here. Oh, Volcanic, welcome to the stream. Cover the Bobo that's happened to me. Oh, bro, trust me. I have been watching your stream. We kind of mentioned it already a little bit, but in general, the matchmaking, you get the worst teammates. I've seen you, brother. Trust me. If you want, I can definitely. I don't know if I could pull her up. I don't know. I'm not sure there's a way I can showcase that. But trust me, I feel your pain. I kind of missed it a little bit. That you were literally dealing with the worst teammates. Like, they were literally not even helping you and Sacred Ash. By the way, shout out to you and Sacred Ash. If you guys have not checked out Volcanic Arcanine or Sacred Ash, definitely check them out. Awesome people, of course. Definitely give them a follow. Drop a sub, of course. But yeah, I've watched them, and they've been dealing with a lot of idiotic teammates. And let's be perfectly real. It just goes back to the matchmaking. Like, they keep getting matched with people that are just so bad. Like, it's ridiculous how dumb, the matchmaking is. Like, going back to the matchmaking a little bit, because, Volcanic brought up a valid point, because I remember he dealt with it as well. He and Ash both dealt with a lot of the idiots, randoms, that keep doing the most dumbest things known to mankind. Like, it's ridiculous. But yes, we will be getting to that. Well, yes, we definitely mentioned that for sure. But we're going to get to the tier list right now, because I know everybody is waiting for me to literally go ham, honestly. But yes, if there's anything at all that y'all want me to cover, please let me know. I will go ahead and cover it for sure, because this is going to be the stream that you guys can go ahead and voice your opinions about the game, because we're literally going ham. Well, I kind of do want to go ham on Tenzin for not doing a good job with their game. Let's be perfectly real here. But I also do want to get a tier list going, because I know you guys have been waiting for this tier list for sure. So it's insane. Lottie said, even I had teammates and mom I've relatively new. Like, I've seen teammates that are worse than the bot saying something. Not definitely. Ghoulish said teammates are non-existent. Not definitely, 100%. I've seen what you both have been through. You and Volcanic. You guys have been dealing with a lot, honestly. So, oh no, don't worry. We're gonna be going by tiers. We're gonna start with attackers first, since I see you guys really want me to go with attackers. So we're gonna go for attackers first, and then we're gonna be switching over to. Then we'll probably do like speedsters and stuff like that. So yeah, we're gonna be going over that for sure. But yeah, we will. Popo. Oh, don't worry. All right, but relax. We're gonna get to that. Don't worry. We're gonna get to that. Don't you worry. We're gonna get to that. Players don't know how to play their role like they're supposed to and throw temperature. Bro, I've seen that too. Like, I have seen what they do. Like, I don't know. I don't think you guys were here when it happened, right? But I highlighted somebody that was playing Crustle, and there was one person that was playing Crustle. All they were doing was literally trolling so hard. I seen it on JB Westside's channel. Well, shout out to him if he's watching. I don't know if he ever pulls up here, but still, shout out to him anyway. It's ridiculous how you get people that just straight up troll. It's so dumb, It's so dumb. It's just super, super dumb. Like, you get those people that just want to be mad because they get called out. And then where they're not doing what they're supposed to do, they're not rotating, they're not helping the team. They want to sit there and say, "Hey, I ain't gonna help you because you let me hang it, bro." Like, help the team. It's that simple. But no, I do feel what you guys go through, especially Volcanic, honestly, because I know he and Ash have been going through dealing with a lot of idiots for sure. So my condolences having to deal with those buffoons, and we know for sure you guys are awesome. Definitely check them out, of course, and also Ghoulish as well too. But yeah, enough. But yeah, let's get to the tier list because I know everybody is waiting patiently for the tier list. So as Moon did bring up, we're gonna go ahead. Actually, you know what? I should probably add a. Let me add a row real quick. Actually, real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me do that. We're gonna make this another color here. We're gonna make this another row. Oh wait, actually, I shouldn't have done that. Let's do it like that. We'll do it like that, and then this is gonna be for the Pokemon that really needs buffs here. We'll change this black. Needs buffs. We'll just go with that. Well, actually, no. We'll do make this a D tier. Needs buffs. We'll do that. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so it should be safe there. I hope, right? Yes. Okay. They say. Oh wait, no. That's not. That color does not work. Never mind. We're gonna go with green. Yeah, green should work. Yeah, perfect. Green should work. Okay, we'll do that. All right. So let me catch up with chat. Make sure I'm not missing anything here. Which is me. I understand, but then it's no longer support but a hindrance. Not definitely. Charizard Memorial Tier. Oh yeah, we'll definitely get to that for sure. Bro, I feel so bad for Charizard getting those nerfs. Honestly, I'm so sad that it's getting those nerfs. But I don't know. We need a Charizard Memorial Tier. He's the next Decidueye Memorial Tier. Nah. D needs buffs. No, basically, okay. You know what? Hang on. Okay, what should I call this tier then? Needs buff. Okay, let's get rid of the D part and just put needs buffs. How about that? What do you guys think I should? What do you guys think I should do then? For this tier, because this is gonna be for a Pokemon that really needs love. Honestly, sus. I mean, it kind of does look sus. I ain't gonna cast. So let me just change it up. So what do you guys think I should make this tier? What should I call this? What should I call this tier? And then we're gonna get right into it because I know you guys are being patient for sure. Desi release tier? What? I don't know about that, but we'll see. I don't know. Apparently they're gonna drop some. They're gonna probably drop something in regards to it for sure. Desi release tier, Charizard Memorial tier. Oh my god, everybody. Oh my god, Charizard was awesome, and Nintendo Uber sells old ones, while mildly nerfing newer ones. Understandable. Volcanic's like, nah, man, you said the DDs. Basically, it was a tier that was just for Pokemon that needs buffs. I mean, I guess sure we could do that. I don't know, man. Destiny was bad on release. Spraggles made his D tier. Destiny Memorial tier. Oh god, are we really gonna go with the Destiny Memorial tier for this one? Is that what we're going for, guys? Is that what we're gonna do? Destiny Memorial tier? Is that what we're really going for right now? Let me know, guys. If that's what we're going for, let me know. I'm gonna make it right now. If that's what we're going for, let me know. Because I see some people want me to make this. Let me know. I know Volcanic says the D needs buffs, but let me know, guys. Boo Juice? No, we're not doing this. We are not doing this. Oh my god. We are not doing this. The abandoned child. What? Oh my god. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. All right, you know what? We're going to go D tier needs buffs. We're going to go with something simple. Name it the dog water tier or we run. Oh god. Okay, now I got to make it a dog water tier. Dog water tier needs buffs. Okay, we're going to go with that. All right? It's done. All right, we got it. Dog water. Okay, hang on. Let me space this a little bit. Actually, hang on. Dog water. Let me space this. I don't know why I need to space that just to get rid of that, but whatever. All right, we're doing it. Let's go. All right, there we go. We got the tiers. All right. S tier, broken OP. A plus, very good. B, pretty solid. Not the worst. Needs buffs, but needs buffs. Oh wait, actually, hang on. I'm gonna do one more thing. I guess we could say truly needs buffs. We could do that. Not the worst, but not the best. Hang on, let me see. Not the worst, but not the best. We'll just do it like that for this tier. Okay. All right, let's get into this. We still got the B tier. I mean, B tier is still not bad, I guess, right? All All right, let's get into this. So obviously, I already know Moon is want me to put Dragapult into S tier. So let's start with Dragapult since I know he really wants me to go Dragapult to talk about Dragapult first. So we'll go ahead and talk about Dragapult. So Dragapult still like, what do you guys think of Dragapult? I feel like this one is still S tier. I think it's still really good. Although it could still be relatively countered by stuff, but on a good team, Dragapult is still good. It still has its crazy buffs that it has. It's still in my opinion, this thing is still relatively strong. Basic attack, go crazy, especially with the Phantom Force build. I know Trinity has been running rampant with it's really honestly it's absolutely just ridiculous. Like, this Pokemon is still absolutely busted, of course. So I think S tier definitely fits the bill for Dragapult. I think this Pokemon is just really really dumb. Especially with Phantom Force, you'll be able to just do a lot of damage, and not to mention, you do stack those Phantom Force stacks basically, and you do just do more damage. It's so dumb. It's really dumb. And Dragon Dance's ult is also not bad either, but the real big thing is just straight up the Phantom Force build, straight up. Definitely 100%. I think it's just really too good, honestly. Volcanic says solid A tier, better as a solo play mon over a trio 5-stack mon. Really? I mean, on a 5-stack, I think this thing would be absolutely ridiculously strong, honestly. I know because I played it before, and I think it could definitely still deal with a lot, honestly. It could get shut down fast. Yeah, that's true. But again, it could very well be team reliant on, for sure, honestly. It could definitely be team reliant. So, I still think it's definitely strong. I think it's really good. I might consider it A plus because Volcanic does bring up some valid points that it could still be punished. Like, for example, Slowbro is one Pokemon that can definitely, you can still ult it with Slowbro, and then you could just easily just kill it if you catch it. So that is a valid argument why I think it could also go A tier because of that. Because, well, yes, it is strong. Yes, it does have insane damage in its kit. It can still be shut down for the most part because of the fact it can still be shut down, especially if it goes up like against, like, let's say a Slowbro. Well, Slowbro could straight up ult it, and then if the team pounces on it, it just pretty much straight up just gets clapped down. So while Dragapult it's very strong, it could definitely still get clapped for sure. So yeah, I think I can agree with that. Dragapult actually should be A plus because of that, basically. Now don't get it twisted. It's definitely still good. Like, probably like S tier, low S tier, probably to a low S tier to like A plus. I think it's still relatively definitely makes total sense, honestly. So anyways, next Pokemon I kind of want to go over, Glaceon. I think Glaceon is another Pokemon that is really relatively strong, honestly. It's another one that's relatively strong, honestly. Now, where do you guys think Glaceon should go? Should it go S tier because obviously Icicle Sphere just does ridiculous amount of damage, or do you guys think it still is A plus? What do you guys think? Because I know Glaceon is definitely a Pokemon that you could just click Icicle Spear and just run amok with the Ice Shard as well. It's so dumb, honestly. I think it's really dumb. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts. Trinity said Glaceon around A plus or S tier. Not bad. Understandable. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to Cram later. Don't worry. Cram can be countered easy. Yeah, definitely. A plus. Okay, Shuckle says A plus. Lottie says A plus. Ghoulish says A. Trinity says A. Okay, everybody is saying A. Okay, so yeah, definitely. Okay, so Glaceon should be A. Definitely. Okay, noted. So I'm glad I got the right idea when it comes to Glaceon. Yeah, definitely. I think Glaceon is still really. It could do a lot of damage with this Icicle Sphere and Ice Shard. I believe that's the build, right? And I think this is a Pokemon that also I think is another one that needs nerfs for sure. The ability Ice Shard plus Spear is plus. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's the main course with Glaceon that just makes it just absolutely ridiculous, and damage wise of how strong it really is. So I think there's no there's literally no reason that it should be not for sure. A below Dragapult, yeah, definitely, 100%. I agree. I think definitely these two will be definitely on the top of the list for sure. Um, I think honestly, let's see, what's the next Pokemon we should talk? All right, you know what? I'm gonna let you guys vote on which attacker should we go over next. Because I could pick a Pokemon easily, but I want you guys to get your thoughts in as well. What do you guys like? What Pokemon do you guys think we should cover next? If anything, what do you guys think we should cover? That's an attacker. Let me know, because so far we got the two strongest mons in my opinion out of the way. We can also mix and match too with other roles too. So if there's any Pokemon you want me to see, and I see a majority of, the first comment, I guess we can go ahead and talk about that. So we could do Sylveon it or buff last patch. Yeah, Sylveon did get some buffs actually. So yeah. I say go down from the list from left to right. Okay, I understand. Okay, yeah, I guess we could do that too actually. So in that case, we have Cinderace next. Cinderace did get... Okay, so... Alright, you know what? I think that we'll do that. So we'll go with the list. Cinderace. Yeah. Cinderace, I think, is a mon that is... I think it's okay. Definitely not an A tier person. I could see it maybe as a B. What do you guys think? Because Cinderace still has a lot of damage in his kit, in my opinion. I think Cinderace definitely has a lot of damage in his kit still. I definitely don't think I don't think it really needs love like that, but I still think Cinderace is pretty good. But what do you guys think? Do you think B tier is fine, or do you guys still think Cinderace is also A tier as well? What do you guys think? Ghoulish says A tier. Volcanic says Cinder is a solid B. Okay. All right, so we gotta roll around there for sure. Easy B tier, you do good with the mon, you go crazy if you don't do well, you do bad with the mon. Yeah, definitely. I say okay, so it looks like I see most people saying like B tier majority. Cinderella? Wait, what? Cinder Ace. Hello? Mr. Purple says C tier. I don't think it's that bad. It's still pretty good, honestly. I think it's still really good. Only used as a center, shut down in lane too fast. Yeah, definitely. It's alright, baby. Don't worry about it. Plus you face competition with the other ADCS like Greninja, Pult, and Dusty. Yeah, that's true. I think I'll play Cinderace and B. I think Cinderace is B tier because while it definitely has good damage, it does have good stuff in its kit. You could still be shut down by Pokemon such as, you can get sniped as one for sure. It does face competition as I mentioned, of course. And this is a Pokemon that really needs Central Lane to really shine. And if it falls behind, I feel like it just definitely needs. Well, if I really want to be perfectly honest, I say maybe C, but I still think Cinderace is solid. It's just a matter of how you use this Pokemon and whether or not you're able to go off with this Pokemon, because it's definitely a mon that definitely well, first off, it needs Central Lane because you need to get level 7 just to even get your first move. So that's one thing that kind of holds it back. But a really good Cinderace definitely can put in some work for sure. Yeah, like Chuckle just said, a good Cinder is annoying. Yeah, definitely. If you really know how to use Cinderace, then you could definitely put in work with this Pokemon. It's still good. It's definitely really good for sure. It's definitely good. Not as broken as Pokemon like Dragapult or Glaceon, but it could definitely still put in work, to say the very least. Alright, next up, we got Garchomp. Now, I think this Pokemon definitely could use a little bit of work. I feel like Garchomp isn't the worst, but I feel like it can also still use a little bit of love. But what do you guys think? I could see Garchomp maybe B+ as well. Maybe C tier. Maybe C tier probably. I could see Garchomp around there because it did get some buffs a few patches ago, but I feel like it's definitely going to be... Definitely for sure. I think this Pokemon definitely needs a C, I feel like. Volcanic says, just because a mon can do good damage does not mean it could cook 24/7. And I don't think it does enough to be A, but more than enough to be in C. Yeah, I could definitely agree with that for sure. I think we'll leave it at B for now, but if you guys think I should lower it to C, let me know. But yeah, Garchomp. I think Garchomp definitely needs love. 100%. Definitely needs work. Like Garchomp is good, and especially the ground moveset. Don't even get me started. That needs work. That needs buffs out the butt. Let's be perfectly real here. The ground moveset just is it's absolutely terrible. Like if you play Garchomp, you have to literally you have to definitely go Dragon moveset or really don't play it at all. And this is just straight up a Pokemon that just needs love in general, honestly. Nothing really justifies the build with this Pokemon, honestly. I really think Garchomp just really needs it needs work, honestly. So I think C tier, fits. It really isn't the worst Pokemon, but it's not the best. It really needs some love for it to really work. I mean, yes, it does. You could definitely do some pretty good damage with You could really do some good damage with with its Dragon moveset, but the ground moveset in general is just terrible. It's definitely terrible. Trust me. You definitely never want to use the ground set. It needs too much buffs, and and the Dragon combo, it definitely works. The Dragon combo is basically what you want to use with Garchomp, in my personal opinion. It really, really needs buffs. It really needs it. In general, I feel like it just needs love all around, all together, honestly. But I just think Garchomp personally it sits in C tier. I think it's not bad. It's not a bad mon, but it's not the best. It definitely needs buffs to really really get it going, honestly. But that's just me. Next up we got is Gengar. Now Gengar, I could definitely see Gengar is another one I feel like can also be a B tier. Or it could also, I feel like this Pokemon could arguably be B tier or C tier around Garchomp. Gengar did get a few buffs in a few patches ago where it did get a stat buffs, and I believe it got a buff on it. I know it got stat buffs. I forgot what else it got a buff on, actually. If somebody can let me know in the chat, let me know. That would be greatly appreciated. I think B tier definitely fits, honestly. What do you think? And probably maybe ahead of Cinderace, probably. Well, we'll see. Gengar is scary buff. Yeah, definitely. Gulushi says B tier. I can see that. I can definitely see it. Now, do you think it should be? I think B tier, or like I could see it maybe like B tier to like low C tier, honestly. Volcanic says hot dog water. Oh my god, really? Shut down too fast, too slow. Oof. Yeah, Gengar is another Pokemon that needs jungle for sure to really shine for sure. Although, I will defend this. I will say this. If there's one person that I know, there's one person I know that really knows how to make Gengar work 100%, is my boy Kerboy. He knows how to make Gengar work. Whenever he plays Gengar, I guarantee you he makes it work so well. It's ridiculous, honestly. Rose said, I was wondering when you were doing this podcast. Well, we're here right now. So yeah, welcome in, Rose. I mean, I could argue that it could be C tier as well. That it could be like, it's definitely going to be higher than Garchomp if I say if it was to be C tier, because yeah, it does. It is a tricky mon to use. It isn't too bad, but the thing is with Gengar, it does, like Cinderace, it really does need Central Lane to really shine. And even so, it's like, right now with what's going on, what's doing well right now, especially with all the CC, it's definitely going to be really kind of rough for the most part. Just as you want one good Gengar out of 100 doesn't mean it's a good mon. I mean, that's fair. I mean, we do have a lot of valid opinions here about Gengar. Like, I see some people saying B tier, and Volcanic thinks it's C tier. You know what? I'm gonna say it's high. My personal opinion with Gengar is, I say high C tier, low B tier. That's what I think. Because Volcanic does bring up some valid points that, it does struggle. It definitely can struggle. It needs Central Lane to really shine. But, in the right hands, Gengar can still put in work for sure. So I'm going to give it a low C tier. If I feel like if people think that it should be a little higher, we could probably put it low B tier. That's just my personal opinion. But it's up to y'all what y'all think, of course, on Gengar. But I think in the right hands, it's still solid. Next up, Cramorant. Now, I did just finish playing Cramorant yesterday on stream, and I personally enjoyed this Pokemon. 100%. Bottom of C tier, top of dog. Dang, Volcanic really on going ham on the Gengar. But it is what it is. All right, we'll just do it like this. Let's leave it at that for now. But anyways, Cramorant. I played I definitely I played Cramorant, and I played this Pokemon. My personal opinion, I think it's B tier. The reason why is because Cram has nasty damage with his boosted auto, as well as it also has its Surf Hurricane build, which I think that's its current build that does well right now. I think this Pokemon definitely is really good. Honestly, it's really really good. In my opinion, we could also argue it could also be low A tier as well too, because I feel like Cram is just so good. I really love Cram. I personally was playing Cram yesterday, and I think this Pokemon is really fun. This Pokemon is really good. Both, in my opinion, personally, both of its builds are actually pretty solid too. Honestly, I think Surf Hurricane is nice because it definitely gets the it does have that CC in its kit, and then there's the dive air slash combo. Like the damage that it does with the boosted autos out of dive is just so dumb. It's ridiculous, honestly. Cransby, Dive Cram is still insane. The Mage build, while all class is still good. Yeah, definitely, 100%. Honestly, 100%. Let's not forget the power creep. Let's not forget power creep from the other mages like Ninetales, Pikachu, Delphox. Yeah, that's true, but you also gotta remember that Cram also got a spell vamp in all of its moves, so now it heals a lot. It heals more with it. It does heal a bit more, honestly. So 100%, I think Cram is definitely in a good spot in my opinion right now. Cram is good in the right hands. He can do a lot, but it varies on the team comps. High B, if not bottom of A. I 100% agree with this for sure, because I think, well, yes, it does. It does face competition from other mages like Ninetales, Pikachu, and Delphox. Cram does have a lot of good stuff in its kit. On both its movesets, I think this Pokemon is relatively really nice. And I think personally, I think high B tier, low A tier definitely fits this Pokemon in my opinion. That's just me. But yeah, I love Cram. That's just me. Anyway, next up. Oh wait, hang on. Ghoulish says A is CC machine. It's a CC machine with Hurricane Serve, especially with Incense for anti-heal. That's true. True, but I just want to bring that up. I just think A9 and Pikachu has more better use of Incense as a slight. No, understandable. And speaking of A9, that's the next Pokemon we're going to be going into right now. Alolan Ninetales. Shout out to Sacred Ash, because I know she loves Ninetales. I think Ninetales is another Pokemon that has really it did get some nerfs on its Blizzard, and I think what was the nerfs again on Ninetales? I actually don't even remember. But I still think Ninetales is still relatively really pretty decent, honestly. So I could vote Ninetales like probably B tier or A tier. But what do you guys think Ninetales should stand for Ninetales? Because I think this Pokemon is still really good, honestly. Ghoulish, she says A9 is dog, easily counterable, and a 2-shot if not one. Okay, that's one vote. What does everybody else think about Ninetales right now? Because I know it did receive some buff. It did get a buff to its Aurora Veil, where the effects of it is now stronger now. So that's one thing that they buffed on it. I don't know what everybody else thinks. So Trinity says, I have tried A9 with Aurora Veil. It's pretty much CC minigun. Okay. Lottie says B for a few reasons. Volcanic also says top of B. A lot of people are saying B. Okay, bet. So you know what? We're gonna put Ninetales over here then, because you guys are saying, most of y'all are saying B tier for sure. I personally agree that Ninetales is definitely B tier for sure, because this Pokemon definitely does do really well with that other build. With in my opinion, with the buff that it received to its Aurora Veil, where now the effects are actually more stronger than it was before. It definitely it definitely feels really good. Well, I haven't really personally tried it myself. I mean, I played it a couple of games, but I haven't really tried it for sure. I've watched people get clapped up by A9. It does a lot of work in the right team. Nah, 100%. A9 in the right hand with the right team can definitely put in so much work. Although I am seeing a lot of different points on it, but I think for now I'm gonna leave it as a B plus because well, yes, Ninetales can get shut down, but with the right support, Ninetales can also put in work too. So in my opinion, I think Ninetales it's a double-edged sword, but I think it definitely works. It definitely works with the right team, honestly. So, and I know because I've seen Ash use Ninetales, and she's really good with it, of course. So yeah, shout out to Ash. I know she loves Ninetales, of course, and I think Ninetales is a good mon. Honestly, I might actually play Ninetales next stream. We'll see. Next up, we got is now here's a Pokemon that got that definitely got some crazy buffs here. Wigglytuff. Now, what do you guys think Wigglytuff should be at this time? Is Sing got buffed? The effects of Sing got buffed quite a bit. The effects are not as strong as they used to be. Definitely pretty strong. Now, in solo queue, it might not be as great because you obviously have to rely on your team to really make this Pokemon work. But, you know, we'll see. What do you guys think about Wigglytuff? Ninetales is a mon that can either snowball, get snowball. Yeah, definitely. S tier? Okay, bet. Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. Yeah, Wigglytuff's the effects of Sing, in case you guys don't know how it works, basically if you put the enemy to sleep, whether sleep, if you put them to sleep, their defense and special defense do get decreased quite a bit, and with the upgrade, those effects are actually increased, which is ridiculous, honestly. So yeah, I think S tier definitely fits it. This Pokemon really nuts for sure. However, Trinity does bring up a valid point where it does get hard counted by Umbreon because Umbreon can steal shields. Wigglytuff Sing just makes this Pokemon absolutely dumb. Not to mention its passive as well too. Cute Charm. Cute Charm is really annoying as well too. So yeah, S tier 100%. I agree with Wigglytuff. I think this Pokemon really is strong red tech right now. But yeah, that's just me personally. Next up, we got Machamp. Now, this Pokemon I could definitely see it definitely needing some buffs. So, as much as I hate to say it, Machamp is definitely dog water. It really needs buffs. Okay, Machamp I think is a mon that definitely could use. That could definitely still be in the right hands. It could do work, but it needs too much. It needs so much to really shine. It really needs too much to really work. Honestly, it's just ridiculous. It is just ridiculous. It just really needs too much love. Honestly, I think Machamp really. I think this thing, unfortunately, it has to be in the dog water tier because it really needs buffs. Honestly, I really do think it needs buffs. But what do you guys think? Champ is solid. C tier needs a buff. Okay. Yeah, I think we can argue we could bring it up to C tier as well. It just needs some. It really needs a lot of love, honestly. C tier just power crept. Erect Lum last championship. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Its Unite move definitely makes it somewhat good for sure, but it definitely needs buffs, honestly. So okay. All right, since you guys said C tier, I'll leave it in C tier. Low C tier though, for sure, 100%. But yeah, I think Machamp definitely needs too much, honestly. Absol. Now this is gonna be a tricky one. I know Absol did get some recent buff. I know he did get some buffs to I know Absol got some buffs to its attack stat, I think, and then to its sucker punch, I think. Oh, Canada's here. Welcome Canada to stream. How you doing? He said I've been summoned. I could say Absol's probably low B tier, maybe C tier, probably. In the right hands, it could put in work, but I think it definitely needs some love for sure. But let me see what you guys think. Let me see what you guys need. What you guys see. Canada says Absol B tier. Matt says what's good, Matt? Welcome to the stream. Absol's solo Qmon in 5 stacks. Volcano says Absol dog water needs a massive rework. I don't want to be too biased or anything. Oh man, a lot of people saying B tier. Some people saying B tier. Some people saying it's definitely not S tier. I can tell you that much. It is definitely not S tier. It is definitely not S tier. Everything Absol does is just okay. B tier is the perfect spot. I say B for Absol. A lot of people are saying B tier. Okay. What's good, Rainbow? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? All Absol sell. There's way too much CC for it. It's D. Okay. Absol is literally just released Metagross. Okay. Lottie says B tier to low A tier. I don't think it's definitely not A tier for sure. It's definitely not A tier for sure. Okay, a lot of people are saying B tier. So you know what? I'm gonna leave it in B tier, but it's probably gonna be in the low B tier because there are some valid points in which it definitely needs to jungle. It definitely needs jungle to get to 5. And CC is something that Absol does struggle, of course. Absol is a mon that does struggle against CC, so that's something that definitely needs to be notable for sure. Oh yeah, welcome Rainbow to the stream, by the way. I mean, I'm saying it's low B tier, Matt. I'm saying low B tier. Okay, now if you don't think it's B tier, we could say maybe it's high C tier then. How about that? High C tier then maybe, because I do see people saying that there are some people that say that is D tier, but majority of people saying that it is B tier. Okay, so we could say Absol is low C, high C tier or low B tier. What do y'all think? And Gengar is a better jungle than Absol, no diff. And Gengar is dog. Okay. Canada said no, B tier. Okay, a lot of people are really saying B tier. Like, what do y'all think? I don't know. I really want to say, like, you know, in the right hands, Absol could still put in work. I've seen some good Absols, but I don't know. I don't think it's in the same as Champ and Gengar. Mid B tier, low B tier. A lot of people saying B tier. So you know what? I'm just gonna leave it in B tier. I will say this: Absol definitely can do work. The only thing is that it does suffer against CC, which that is something that is definitely need to be notable. But it does do a lot of damage on objectives for sure. Honestly, if Absol is shut down, it falls off harder than Gengar. Well, yeah, it depends on the team for sure. All right, you know what? A lot of people are saying B tier, so I'm just going to leave it B tier for now. But I do agree. I could say that it could probably be C tier for sure, but I think B tier probably fits it, I guess. But that's just me personally. That's just me. Google really just messing you up, babe. I'm sorry. All right, next up, Slowbro. Another mon I feel like is still good. I think Slowbro it's still a pretty strong mon. This is one of those mons that can counteract Absol really easily. Also can counteract Dragapult. And the main reason for this is because of its Unite move. It's ridiculous. Slowbro's, honestly. So I could see Slowbro being A tier, maybe like B tier if you guys think that it fell off as a defender. I think this thing could be A. I think it definitely could be A tier for sure. Honestly, that's just me personally. Okay, Purple says S tier. I don't think it's S tier. Top of C is generous in my opinion. Okay, is that for Slowbro or for Absol? Let me know. Matt says A. Dude has one move that needs to be nerfed. Yeah, definitely. Mid A to low tier. Bro is top of A, not fully, and that's for A. Okay, so so S tier probably. So probably high A tier, probably ahead of Dragapult. Yeah, because the Unite move is just so dumb. It could just straight up if you could shut down the enemy carry with this Unite move, then yeah, 100% it's still gonna be good. Slowbro low key fell off a bit, but still good. A plus. No, 100%, because his Unite move is basically what makes it really good, honestly. Okay, so you say Absol is high C tier. Okay, so you know what? We'll leave Absol in there for now then, if that works. But yeah, no, Slowbro, in my opinion, definitely a tier for sure, because while yes, it did get nerfed on its Amnesia, its Unite move is still really good to be able to shut down the enemy carry. And it like we were talking about, you know, Slowbro can definitely shut down can catch if you can catch a Dragapult slipping with even with just telekinesis, and you're able to, like, Slowbro in my opinion it's still really good at shutting down Dragapult. That's just me personally. Because its telekinesis could stop it from moving, and then the enemies can clip it, and then its Unite move is ridiculously strong because it could just stop a lot. It's honestly ridiculous. And personally myself, I play Surf Telekinesis now on Slowbro, and I think it's really good. especially if you can, if I could be able to catch the the enemy carries. If I can catch their enemy carries before they pop off and shut them down, then that will definitely swing the momentum in the favor for sure, 100%. Mr. Mime. Now, Mr. Mime, I think this mon got some buffs, a little bit of buffs as well too. I think Mime is I think B tier, solid B tier, maybe low C tier, maybe A tier. This mon could definitely go a lot of ways. It definitely is good. It definitely is a great mon. It still has the confusion stuff. It has all of its stuff going for it. Well, not really everything, but I think B tier definitely fits for Mr. Mime. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Shuckle says Mime is B tier and no lower. Trinity says Mime, I'm gonna say the B tier. It has a solid place in the meta, but I worked with it a lot because Power Swap is psychic. Being a pair in heaven with special attackers such as Glaceon or Gardevoir. Mime is low tier. Mime is top of B tier. Oh, you think it's top of B tier? Okay, bet. We'll put it right here then. Yeah, Mime with the Power Swap psychic could definitely put in a lot of work, especially with the stuns for sure on it. So I could definitely see it for sure. Again, Mime is annoying but only if it's only middle of the road. Yeah, I mean, I say top B tier is definitely somewhere for sure. We can agree on. Again, a lot of the mons in the ranking right now is based per player. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like Mime is one of those Pokemon that definitely needs. It's definitely skill player based, because I know I tried Mime and I'm horrible with it, but there are people that do really good with it. So. Oh yeah, we're gonna be getting to that. Don't worry, we're gonna be getting to that. For sure. We're gonna be getting to that. Battle Force is here. He says I see A. Ooh, okay. He says A tier. Honestly. Yeah, of course Battle Force is here because he's here because I know he plays Mime. I know he's a Mime player for sure. You already know. All right. Like, a lot of people saying B tier. Mime, Battle Force says A tier. Yes, I could definitely see it for sure. All right, yeah, I think we could say maybe low A tier, high B tier. I guess we can go with that for Mime. I think, yeah. The A was by accident. Oh, okay, got you. I mean, I could maybe see low A for Mime. Okay. I was trying to finish why I sent. Oh, okay, no worries. Yeah, I think Mime is definitely high B tier, low A tier. My opinion, 100% for sure. I'll say that for sure. Next up, we're going to talk about is Venusaur. Now, this is a Pokemon I'm quite familiar with. I think this Pokemon is definitely a great mon. I think Venusaur is one of those Pokemon that I think is really, really good. I think Venusaur I could definitely see it being another high B plus or maybe A, because Venusaur has a lot in its kit. Honestly, it's really, really good. It really has a lot in its kit. It did get buffed on its defenses, so it's definitely able to take more. Especially if you go with the Petal Dance Giga Drain route, you could just definitely do a lot with this mon. And honestly, both of its moves with Venusaur is just ridiculous. You could do a sniper build with this and it could do so much work. You could definitely do Petal Dance Giga Drain. Regardless of the build you go with, it's still gonna be really good. It's still gonna be insanely good, honestly. It really is gonna be insane. Some people say mid A tier. Purple says Venusaur S tier. McKenna says Venusaur. I'm weak. Okay, some people are saying S tier Venusaur. Some people saying A tier. Venusaur is perfectly A, definitely not an S, but definitely mid A. Beam Bill is crazy, high A, low S. Trinity says both kits are mid A tier. Well, we could definitely say A tier for sure. You guys think that it should be the high A tier, even above Dragapult? No, probably not, right? But we can all agree that Venusaur definitely is a good mon, in my opinion. It really is a good mon, honestly. It really is. Petal Giga is mentioned for running through enemy teams, it's high B compared to Solar Beam. They're both, in my opinion, both builds are really good. Both builds on Venusaur is really good. It's really, really good. That's just me. Me personally, I've always been a fan of Petal Dance, Giga Drain myself, but I definitely love Venusaur as a Pokemon. It can even chase down Glaceon so hard, honestly. Petal Dance, Giga Drain is just A tier. Just depends on the team comp in general. Understandable. Beam Kit is S, right? Okay, understandable. Alright, so overall, I think Venusaur could definitely sit in A tier because I think both of its builds are really nice, are really strong. So we can definitely say, for sure. I say above Glaceon, but lower than Pulse. Yeah, that's where it's at right now. So yeah, absolutely. All right, next up, Lucario. Yeah, I try not to stay on one Pokemon for too long because there are a lot of other Pokemon to go over. As you guys already know, we have plenty of Pokemon still to go over. So yeah, next up we got is Lucario. Now, I feel like Lucario. Whew, this is a tough one. I'm going to need y'all to help me out with this one because I feel like Lucario is a tough one. Lucario is definitely a tough one. Because while there are Lucario that can put in work, I feel like Lucario definitely feels like it fell off quite a bit. And Lucario and Unite kind of has a little spot in my heart because Lucario was my first starter, one of my first starters for sure. My starting Pokemon when I got back into Unite. But right now, I feel like Lucario is kind of struggling. It definitely needs love. I really think it needs love. Volcanic says dog water. It eats dog water. Lucario is low A tier, high B tier. Is a hidden gem of a brawler. I mean, where its stats right now just doesn't say that it's B tier. Unfortunately, I have to say if I have to agree with Volcanic on this one. It's definitely like dog water tier. If not dog water, I say low C tier. I've only ever seen one person play a good Lucario. I mean, I know my boy Chris Smith. He's a really good Lucario, but that's about it. He's a Lucario that I know that he plays really good with it, but Lucario really needs love for sure. It really needs love. So I think Lucario, I hate to say it, but it has to be dog water tier. It really needs love to really shine. It did get the buff where its Unite move goes off more faster now, which yeah, that's something. But overall, I feel like Lucario it definitely needs love. It really does. Like if I was to be not kind to, I could say maybe low C tier. I guess can also be it. But overall, I think it just really needs love. I think it really needs love. Honestly, I think it really needs love. And I mean, okay, you know what? If I'm being nice to Lucario, I say low C tier. Low C tier, but the problem is, power creep is a thing. Yes, you have players like Overlord that can really make this Pokemon just insanely powerful, but we have to look at the statistics of it at from a statistic point of view. Yes, there are people that can really make this Pokemon shine, but outside of that, it's just not really doing. It just needs too much. Honestly, it just needs too much. That's just what it is. CC is definitely something that really hinders it quite a bit. And then you have then you have to deal with the fact that it's power crept by a lot of mons, kind of similar to Machamp, where they both are power creeped by a lot of mons in this game right now. So they definitely are they definitely need love for sure, 100%. But yeah, next up we got Talonflame. Now Talonflame is a mon that I think definitely got some love. I think his Pokemon's pretty good. I definitely say maybe B tier, maybe low A tier. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think about Talonflame? You think B tier, A tier? What do you guys think? And then let me know why. Because I know Talonflame got some buffs on. I know Talonflame got buffs on its Brave Bird for sure. So what's this list about? Basically, we're going off. We're basically going over Pokemon. Basically. Yeah, it really is. Yeah. Of course, absolutely. The bird is the most S tier troll jungle. Outside of that, is horrible. Purple says Talon is high B, low A. Talon ganks are insane. Not gonna lie. Okay. Any other opinions on it? Early game Talon ganks. Talent easy B tier is just like Cinder. You do well, you're insane. You do bad, you're the worst thing on the team. So I could say I'll probably put Talonflame probably. I don't know. Should I put Talon? I'll probably put Talon right here. I think. I guess then. I mean, Talon can still put in work. It's just a matter of if you're able to pop off or not. I think. I don't really know Talon that well, so I can't really say my 2 cents on it. But obviously, you guys can definitely you guys can 100% say you guys know the game a lot more than I do because I don't really play as much. But I know enough to say Talonflame definitely fits in some areas. Talonflame's very unique. For me, it's B tier to do this kit, but this mon can counter point and click moves will fly against Glaceon. Now that is true. That is true. That is true. Considering that if Glaceon clicks Icicle Sphere and hits Talonflame, you could just fly and you don't even take damage. So yeah, that is actually true, and it does have good secure for sure. It does have really good secure. The tier list is about Pokemon in Pokemon Unite, Dashley. Just so you know, it's just basically Pokemon that are doing good right now, basically. Pokemon that are doing good, Pokemon that are not doing good, Pokemon that needs buffs, Pokemon that needs nerfs. Yeah, that's pretty much what the list is on. B, because all the town players I've been getting unites in the wall. Oh yeah, I mean no, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. And sometimes I accidentally do that myself too. I accidentally unite into the wall like an idiot. He is not wrong. He is definitely not wrong about that for sure. He's definitely not wrong about that. Yeah, it's a general tier list for sure. Alright, Eldegoss. Now, Eldegoss definitely got nerfed on its healing from its Pollen Puff. But I think I could say it's probably A tier, maybe low A tier, high B tier, somewhere along those lines. Why is Lucario C tier? Because it's just power crept. There's a lot of reasons why, Dashley. There's a lot of reasons. But yeah, Eldegoss, I could say probably A tier. I could say maybe B tier, probably somewhere out there. What do you guys think? Volcanic says A tier. Battle Force says rip Lucario. Yeah. I mean, I hope Lucario gets some love eventually. He needs some love, honestly. It does a lot of people don't use it right. Yeah. I could 100% agree. A tier for Eldegoss. LD is mid A. Yeah. 100% agree. Okay. So I'd say I could say, well, definitely not above Glaceon, but I could see it behind for sure. Excuse me. Battle Force says LD is a solid B, good heals, good deals, but there are others that out heal them. Okay, fair enough. So I could say probably low A tier, high B tier, probably. It's not the best. It's not the beast it was back then, but it's definitely still a solid supporter. Yeah, definitely. Eldegoss is good for the shield. Yep. Eldegoss is the only support that works in solo. Yeah, that's also true. That's really it. I think let's go with low A tier, B tier. I say low A tier because it can still put in work with the puffs for sure. It's just not as strong as it used to be, of course. That's just me personally. Greninja. Now, a lot of you see those people that would troll with Greninja and don't know how to use Greninja. Greninja has cool stuff in its kit where Greninja is actually pretty solid. The only problem is you get those randos that pick it and just be straight up dog water with it. So this is just my personally opinion, but I think Greninja I could see Greninja in high C tier, low B tier. Let me know in the chat. Do you guys agree or disagree? Let me know. Because yes, there are randos that are bad with this Pokemon, but there are some Pokemon. It definitely has a lot of good stuff in its kit that makes it decent. So I say low B tier or high C tier. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Greninja is tragically, unfortunately, D tier. Dogwater tier. Okay. Trinity says I put a C tier. Purple says tragic D tier. Greninja is its Unite. Its Unite is still good to be able to secure. That's what I like about Greninja, being able to secure stuff for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna be the next. Yeah, I'm gonna be the next Frogage. Believe it. Shadow Clone just now. I'm a fucking. What the heck? That's crazy. Tragically has been getting power crept and getting worse over years. I could definitely see it. I wouldn't even know about Greninja's placement. All I get from it is just dang spam and trying to steal with ults but failing. I mean, yeah, that's true, but there are some good Greninjas for sure. Volcanic thinks mid B. Okay, all right. We got one vote for mid B. Okay, got you. Okay, he thinks mid B, so probably somewhere around here. I think he thinks so somewhere around this point here, probably. Obviously, excluding the trolls that would use Greninja poorly, I think Greninja is still. I think Greninja I could definitely see it B tier because people, I feel like they will use Greninja. They don't know how to actually use Greninja properly. But that's just my personal opinion on it. I think Greninja is still decent. Greninja's above Talon, below Cram. Okay. Oh, you think it's over here? Okay, I got you. Just lower than Ace. I don't know. I think B for Greninja. I think B kind of makes sense because I feel like people say Greninja is bad. I mean, yeah, it does get power creep, but you do get those players that do know how to use Greninja's kit properly. But majority of the time, people will literally sit there and use Greninja poorly. But I know there are some Greninjas that actually know how to actually use the Mon correctly. They know how to make this Pokemon work. They know how its kit works. They know the way to utilize this. There's obviously Pokemon people that obviously know how to use Greninja. And, just because randoms use it so poorly doesn't make the Pokemon bad, in my opinion. It just makes those randoms bad. The randoms is what makes Greninja bad, in my opinion. Greninja, in my opinion, is still solid. I think it's solid. It's definitely not as great as it used to be. Yes, I can agree with that. But, excluding the bad players that make Greninja look awful, I guarantee you, if I was to play Greninja, I could make this Pokemon work quite a bit. Because Greninja is one of those mons that if you know how to make its kit work perfectly, Greninja could do work. That's just me. And I used to play Greninja. I play Greninja quite a bit, and I haven't played it in a while. But it's just the bad players that ruin Greninja. That's why people think Greninja's bad. But Greninja really isn't bad. It's just the bad players that don't know how to use his kit properly. That's what it really is. But again, that's just my 2 cents on it. Take it or leave it. It is what it is, right? So I think Greninja is. I think the placement I have right there is just what it is. But that's just my personal opinion. But you could let me know if you disagree. It's fine. It's perfectly understandable. So if you disagree with the placement, I completely understand. All right, next up, Crustle. Crustle definitely got some buffs for sure. Crustle definitely has risen in his usage. Once upon a time, it used to be dog water. Definitely needed buffs. It definitely was. It fell off so hard. But now with the buffs, I can see Crustle being like at least A tier for sure. I think this is another Pokemon that can definitely counteract Dragapult because you could do Shell Smash into X Scissor. You could do Stealth Rock, Rock Tomb. I think Crustle is in a good spot right now. I think Crustle is in a fantastic spot. I think this Pokemon definitely is A tier. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. What do y'all think about Crustle? Mr. Purple said, let's talk about the rising star of the last few months. Crustle, easy S tier. Trinity says Crustle, A tier. Crustle, talking about my boy. Crustle put him in A+. Crustle's mid A at least. Rising star of months. The reason why I put Crustle in A tier because it counters 3 of the passes of the evolutions. Makes understandable. It's higher than Glaceon for sure, but is higher. But is it higher than Venusaur? Good question, honestly. Shell Smash first, X Scissor go with what your funny thing is. What? I mean, I know it's definitely not ahead of Dragapult, but I know Crustle definitely is a lot better now. It definitely is way better than it used to be, for sure. I can say that much. I will say this, Crustle is super underrated. Yeah, it really is good. Like basically, how it works is when you unite with it. Basically you get the little rocks around Crustle, and basically any Pokemon that happens to be nearby, they take damage from those rocks. So, and plus Crustle gets shields, but of course it does get the shields can be stolen is because Crystal's shields can be stolen by Umbreon, of course, but outside of that, I think Crystal's still fantastic. What kind of says S tier reason is Crystal Gaming. Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say that. The problem is that Crystal, you have to be morally afraid of your all being consumed by. No, I know. You know what's funny? I just said that. I just said that. I just said that, and you actually came up with it. I kind of already knew that was coming, but yeah. All right, next up, Snorlax. Now Snorlax definitely I think Snorlax definitely is a bit better now, than it used to be. It got buffed on its. I think it got its buff. It got its buff on Facade. No, not Facade. Sorry, Flail. Excuse me. I keep saying Facade. What is wrong with me? Flail, basically, where now its effects are stronger now. Its Unite move, it heals quite consistently. I can definitely see Snorlax probably being B tier, probably low A tier as well. I think Snorlax is probably B tier because Snorlax definitely is. I think Snorlax is great for its supportive role. I think Snorlax, tragically the most power crept defender in the game, desperately needs buffs. I mean, Snorlax is not bad. I mean, you can still run Heavy Slam and block to literally be a support. You could pretty much be a support defender, and you could just push enemies away to allow your team to get away, or you could push enemies towards your team so your team can pick them up. And then Heavy Slam also has a bit of stuns as well too. So I have to say B tier. I say Snorlax is in B tier because Snorlax in the right hands, it could still do work. It could still do work. I think Snorlax, in my opinion, is definitely pretty solid. Its Unite move is also pretty good because now it has a lot more healing than what it had before. I mean, definitely is nowhere near as bad as it used to be. Snorlax is around B tier, still does work, just that power crep, but is still a great defender regardless. Yeah, I 100% agree. I think B tier definitely fits for Snorlax. I don't think it's definitely C. I don't think it's worthy of the C. It definitely is solid. Definitely not as great as defenders such as Slowbro and Crustle, but it definitely still has its use, in my opinion, right now when it comes down to its Unite move. And I think personally the Heavy Slam block comedy set definitely is my favorite, and I think it's definitely the build that I really think is really solid. So that's why I think Snorlax is B tier for sure. Unite move has 100% heal. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying I think Snorlax definitely is in B tier because its Unite move is not bad. You could also just Heavy Slam to stun things and then block to keep enemies away. So if your team needs to retreat, you can use block to get them away. And then you can also use block to chase down enemies with X speed, and then just push enemies to your team, and then they could pick them up. I think Snorlax is also another decent check to Dragapult because if you can hit the Dragapult with Heavy Slam and then block to push a Dragapult to your team rather, you can actually then that could work out really nicely. Honestly, 100%. But that's just me. All right, so now we are here with Charizard. Now, a lot of Pokemon that really definitely Fat Man Dustin. Yeah, definitely. So, but yeah, Charizard. Oh boy, what do we got? What do I have to say about Charizard, man? Ah, man, where do I even begin with this Pokemon? Charizard, I do think is solid B tier. Let's see. You're going to stick with your most items of muscle and scope, but your last item can be a preference, curse, mango, energy amp, etc. Charizard has been getting consecutive nerfs after nerf. It was barely hanging on to mid C tier, now it's absolutely terrible, needs buffs. Zard is low C or straight up D tier. Trinity says it's not dog poo in my eyes at all, or C tier. What does everybody else think about Charizard? I think probably low C tier to probably dog water tier. Especially with the nerf that it is getting soon. Yeah, Charizard is definitely going to struggle 100%. I 100% agree with this, which kind of sucks. The thing right now is the Unite move is what makes this Pokemon elite is not in dog water tier because Charizard's Unite move just says "come here" and just suplexes everybody for sure. But other than that, it definitely does struggle quite a bit. That's just me personally. But I could be wrong. If I was to be really nice about it, I could say maybe higher C tier, maybe even B tier. But I really think it definitely is in C tier, honestly, because it's not really great. it definitely needs some love. It definitely can use a bit of buffs, honestly. But honestly, its Unite move is what it's why people really think that it should be. It's fine as it is, but I don't know. That's just me personally, honestly. But that's just what I think about Charizard. I could be wrong. Maybe I can go ahead and say maybe I'll say probably low C tier, honestly. Um, Muscle Band. See, because Muscle Band got nerfed on Char and it used to proc Muscle twice. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. So probably even under Lucario, I'd say probably under Lucario. But that's just me personally. It's not yet. It's not yet there. Nerfs haven't come. Yeah, I mean that's true. But the fact is, they are coming. They are coming. All right, next up, the most electrifying mouse in sports entertainment, the Pika Swag, the Pikachu, the Pika Swag, Swag. I think Pika Swag kind of is solid. I think probably, if not a low A tier, probably maybe B tier, probably. I think with Pikachu, I could say maybe B tier. Okay, you know what? For Charizard, we'll just put a low B tier. How about that? Let's just do it like that. But Pikachu, what do y'all think? A tier, you think low A tier, high B tier? Because Pikachu with the mage build definitely can put in work. It's one of those mons definitely can put in work, especially if you run Cursed Incense. You can use mage build with Cursed Incense to counteract, mons like Clefable, Gludra, which we're gonna get to those down the line, of course. But Pikachu definitely, I feel like, is low A tier or high B tier. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. But I think this Pokemon, is definitely one of the two, either high A tier or low A tier or high B tier. Let me know what you guys think. I'm just kind of curious. What do you guys think about this Pokemon? Volt Tackle shuts down enemy carry. That is true. That's also why I'm considering A tier for it. But what do y'all think? Shuckle says high B tier. Okay. All right. And Pika is definitely mid B tier. Okay. One vote for B tier. The reason why Pika's there because it's a candidate for Cursed Incense and it's mage Volt Tackle and it's a mage Volt Tackle plus Electro Ball. It's cringe, but I do admit it's a semi sloper all. You face mage curse competition. Your Unite is alright. Yeah, no, 100%. So I think I'll say Pikachu could stay in low A tier, maybe even high B tier, probably. Probably right next to Ninetales, I could say. I'm between A and or B tier. Makes sense. We'll leave it there for now. But if people think that it should be lower, maybe B tier, I'll put it there. But for now, I'll leave it A tier for now. All right, next up, Zeraora. Now, Zeraora did get some buffs recently to its Wild Charge, I think. I'm gonna probably need your guys' help with this one. Do you guys think Zera should be B tier, A tier, C tier? What do you got? Where do you guys think Zera belongs at right now? Because I know Zera got buffs to its Wild Charge, I believe. Wild Charge, right? Wild Charge, and then it's Volt Switch, I think it was. Volt Switch Wild Charge combo was what was buffed. I actually don't even remember. But I think this is definitely one that I'm gonna probably need help with this one. So I'm gonna say B tier, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Zeraora is maybe at a B tier for solo queue. Everywhere else lower than that. Shuckle says I'm feeling mid B Zero. Okay. Jacob says B. Oh, what's good, Jacob? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Probably I could say maybe low B tier, maybe somewhere around here. Maybe I could see it probably just above Greninja. I could also see it maybe somewhere around here. I think probably. I mean, it's definitely better than it was before. Wild Charge can definitely do some pretty crazy damage. Makes you invincible for quite some time. But I could be wrong. But let's continue because I don't want to keep at it with the same mon for too long. But unless it's a mon that I think definitely needs to be talked about. But if anybody disagrees with the placement up of Zero, let me know. Next up, Gardevoir. Gardevoir definitely A tier for sure. I think this mon definitely still feels really good right now. I could be wrong, but what do you guys think? I think A tier because Gardevoir's Unite move, if you place it right, can definitely put in work. At least about wall charge. Me and Spark. Oh, okay, I can see. Shucky, homie, level 5, level 7. I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true. I think Gardevoir can definitely be. I could definitely see Gardevoir being like an A tier. Probably A tier, maybe a low. I don't think S tier fits here, honestly, but Gardevoir is a Pokemon that has never really been that awful. At least I don't think so. Gardevoir might be a low S tier. Okay. All right. One vote for S. Anybody has any other opinions on it? I think A tier probably fits it for Gardevoir. I think Gardevoir is a good. It's a pretty relatively strong Pokemon. Honestly. Unite buff feels mad good. Now you get Unite every 1 minute. Oh yeah, that is true. Gardevoir did get that buff in his Unite move, so I could probably see maybe moving Gardevoir up over here a little bit. It definitely fits an A tier for sure because of that buff it did get. So that is a fair point for sure. Is Burst insane and the buff to it's already insane Unite is crazy? Yeah. So I say A tier maybe probably fits the bill. Or if anybody thinks it should be an S tier with Wigglytuff, we can also say that as well too. It's A tier. It's because near the Delphox ult timer, all moves are amazing. Yeah, that's true. Especially that Moonblast, honestly. I definitely was thinking about trying a Moonblast with Sideshock. I might be a bad player, but Moonblast, if you guys don't know, Moonblast has a really nasty stun in it. It's ridiculous. But I'll have to try that out. But yeah, Gardevoir A tier, definitely, 100%. All right, next up we got Blissey. Now Blissey, I did get some nerfs to his other moves. Excuse me. I can see Blissey still being a pretty solid supporter as well. I'd probably say A as well, or maybe B tier probably. I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion. But what do you guys think about Blissey? The audacity. I know what he's gonna say about the Absol. Oh my god. Okay, hang on. Let me adjust myself real quick. 1 second. Blissey feels low A tier. Okay. Blissey is absolutely least low S tier. Understandable. Absol gotta be at least B tier. Understandable. Blissey feels low A tier. Blissey is around A or B tier. Okay. A couple people saying B tier. Some people saying A tier. All right. Low A tier. So I'd say probably low A tier for Blissey. But Tiramisu saying low. At least Absol gotta be at least B tier. Okay, you know what? For Absol, I'd say we'll put him over here. We'll put him over here next to Talonflame for that. How about that? Blissey A tier above LD. Okay, I got you. Oh, I could put that right here. Because it is a really good support, of course. Don't get it twisted. It's pretty good. Burst healer for healing one person. Okay. Mid A to low tier. Okay. This proves Absol needs more buffs. I mean, we could definitely agree Absol does need more love, honestly. But yeah, Blissey, definitely a great support overall, I think. I think it's a great mon. I think it's definitely a pretty solid mon for sure. Safeguard plus Helping Hand for me is not seen at all. I only got one match of it against one. Yeah, the egg build is definitely still really good. The egg build with Salt Boil and Egg Bomb, that's personally the build I play as well with Blissey. It's definitely a great build. And, you know, I haven't played it in a while, but it is definitely one of the support builds I definitely play for sure. Did we ever notice Blissey is what the heck? But yeah, Blissey, I definitely couldn't agree with that placement for it, for sure. Next up, we got Blastoise, a.k.a. Arm Cannons, because, you know, he got the cannons out for sure. He got the cannons on deck for sure. Blastoise, aka Arm Cannons. Where does this thing go? I'd probably say B tier. I think Blastoise is B tier. Probably A tier. I think Blastoise is definitely pretty good. Okay, Purple, please don't spam in my chat. Only one time. Once is good enough, please. Thank you. Blastoise has only 2 flaws. Unite is Umbreon food, and the Rapid Spout build takes time to be threatening. Otherwise, straight to S tier. You really think it's S tier for Blastoise? Really? Best defender easy. What does everybody think? What does everyone think about Blastoise? Shuckle says Blastoise is easy S. Blastoise is A tier. It's always countered by Wigglytuff. Yeah, that is true. So I'd say A tier. I'll say A tier. Probably right next to Crustle. And then in case we'll probably move Gardevoir over here. Cause I think Gardevoir is definitely crazy. So I'd say I'll put Blastoise right next to Crustle. Or if not next to Crustle, probably maybe a little bit behind Glaceon. But the CC it has is really good, especially its Unite move as well too, which Blastoise is one of my main defenders that I also do play as well. And I think this Pokemon is really good. So I'd say definitely A tier for sure, in my opinion. Blastoise A tier or S tier. I think A tier definitely fits it. I mean, Unite move was also pretty solid for sure. Rainbow says S. Oh wow. Shuckle says higher than Pult. Really? Really? Is really that higher? There's no way. Blazing says S. Oh, what's good, Blazing? Welcome to the stream. Okay, I'm seeing some people saying S tier or A tier. So you know what? I guess we'll move Blastoise up here then. Oh, not there. Sorry. I'm going to put it right over here then, I guess. The CC and Rapid Spout damage cannot be ignored. I mean, that is also fair. Blastoise all plus eject buttons to... Oh, no. 100%. And that's what I also use on Blastoise as well. 100%. A tier mainly because despite being annoying, the same league as Crustle. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, I think Blastoise could go here then, if anything. I could see Blastoise definitely being right there. 100%. 100%, for sure. Alright, next up, we got Mamoswine. Now, Mamoswine is another defender that I feel like Mamoswine is kind of in the same field as Snorlax, if not, probably maybe a little bit lower than Snorlax, so maybe... I can see Mamoswine being like a solid B tier probably with it. So Surf can get blocked by Barrier, Rock, Tomb, Avalanche. Yeah, that's true. I can say Mamoswine probably being B tier because it does have a lot of it does have the freeze combination with Ninetales. It definitely has fallen off for sure quite a bit ever since the buffs. Oh, sorry, other Pokemon has definitely been power creeped. Mammal is high C. Mamoswine is B tier. Mammal's high C or B or low B tier. Okay. Bias will say high B, but meta-wise, I say high C or low B. Yep, fair enough. It needs spell event. Okay, so I can see Mamoswine probably being like around here, I'd say. That's just me. Cause Mamoswine does have pretty good stuff in its kit. It's just that it does face a lot of issues. It does face a lot of stuff. Against other Pokemon such as Snorlax, it faces a lot, especially against stuff like Blastoise, Crustle, and Slowbro. So Mamoswine kind of does fall off a little bit, but you can still make it. It could still be a decent brawler. So that's why I think it's low B tier. I don't think it's C tier because it's definitely not the worst mon for sure. Though it's definitely not the best. It's still solid in my opinion, but that's just me. Next up, we got Sylveon. Now, this is a Pokemon that got a lot of buffs. I got quite a bit of buffs to it, for sure. I believe I got a special attack buff, and I know Sylveon definitely got quite a bit of love as of late. I don't know if it's enough to really argue that it could be B tier. I don't think Sylveon's A tier, but I could be wrong. But what do you guys think? Probably low B tier. I could see maybe mid B tier, or somewhere around. I'd say probably around... I could say maybe around here, I think. Probably. We'll see. Sylveon, don't get me started on the buffs. You feel like a pest to be against, regardless of its kit. A tier. It evolves way too late. Oh, wait, that's to Christing. Sylveon B or A. Sylveon's mid B. Anyway, Sylveon, I'd say low A. Sylveon seems like a B. Okay. Probably high B tier, probably. Probably high B tier. Maybe somewhere around those points. Hyper Voice is A. Trinity says A tier. Okay. So, got a decent amount of voice for sure. Middle of the road, definitely weakest evolution right now. I mean, it did get some buffs. It did get quite a few buffs, honestly. It definitely is a lot better than it used to be. So, I'm going to say Sylveon is probably high B tier. Probably high B tier. I don't think... Well, I could be wrong. Maybe it could be... I could argue it could be like a low A tier as well. We could also argue that it could be there as well. It does evolve to level. It does evolve at 4, which is cool about it, of course. But it definitely is a lot better than. It definitely is way better than it used to be. Way better. Way better. 100%. 100% is way better than it used to be before. I think high B tier is probably where it fits, honestly. That's just what I think. If anybody disagrees, let me know. I'll go ahead. I'll come back to it a little bit later if needed. All right, next up we got greeting. The greediest of all greedy greetings. The greediest bastard you guys will ever know. He will come to enemy jungle and steal your farm. That's a nice buff. It would be a shame if I stole that buff. The delicious, nutritious buff. Let me get that buff real quick. Now, greedy greetings. Probably low C tier, probably. I have to agree with that. Is that my boy Wurmple in the chat? What's good, Wurmple? It's been a minute, brother. How you been? Bottom tier, I definitely have to agree. It definitely is. Oh my god. Yeah, I definitely agree. It definitely is low C tier for sure. As much as I hate to say it, it definitely is low C tier. Rose said, "Kill the squirrel, please." I still have. Oh no. Oh man, I feel ya. Gradient C, yeah, that definitely for sure. Buffing gradient, no, please. I mean, gradient definitely feels kind of weak. I'm not gonna lie. It is fun to troll with, though. He is fun, but only if you know how to play it. But it definitely is not great as it used to be. I wish Gradient was good. He has a good concept of being a speedy defender, but I can't deny he's underwhelming. Yeah, no, 100%, 100% for sure. I say overall, probably definitely low C tier for Gradient for sure, 100%. Gradient has the same problem as Sableye. They just disrupted and playing their own game. Yeah, definitely. I can definitely attest to that for sure. Next up, we have the Decidueye. Now, the Decidueye, I think the Decidueye is a solid mod. I think probably B tier for good old Desi. For good old Desi, I think it's solid. Its sniping capabilities is pretty strong. I can also argue it could be a little bit higher than that. Probably A tier, somewhere around those lines. I'm probably gonna say mid A tier. Probably A tier. I think. But what does everybody think? FYI, I am Wurmple and Unite so we could trigger the. Oh my god, I'm weak. Okay, Desi feels mid B. Its shackle build is insane. No, it really is. Honestly, I say mid A, maybe low A, of course. Desi's low A. Decidueye is high B tier or low A. Okay, you know what? The way I see it, Desi, I can see it being a low A tier. Because the Spirit Shackle build is great, but Razor Leaf, not great at all, for sure. The reason why it's low A tier, because your teammates are going to be factor. Yeah, definitely. Because especially if you have to have a defender with Desi, in my opinion, because if they catch you, you're basically going to be slipping. So, yeah, 100%. 100%. I think Desi's still a great Pokemon, though. It really is. So, yeah. Next up, we got Serena. Now, Serena is another mon that definitely has gotten really good. I could definitely see Serena probably somewhere low A tier as well. Serena got some nice buffs to its defenses, I believe, and then it got a buff to its chop kick, I think it was. I think that is definitely pretty solid. Jacob says B tier. Serena same as rated. No, definitely not. Serena is way better than it used to be. It is way better. It's way better now. It is way better now. I definitely disagree with that. It's way better than that for sure. Serena is B tier, take skill but mid A. Serena A tier. Serena is low A or high B. High B or low A. Serena low B tier. Serena is mid A at best. Okay. Rose said B. Okay, so we got a pretty even out amount of votes. People say that is low A tier. Some people think it's B tier. So you know what? I'm gonna say Serena overall. It's probably gonna be high B tier probably, but if I want to be really nice to it, I say low A tier, just probably around, I'd say maybe here, but I mean, I think Serena it's pretty good right now. It definitely feels a lot better than what it used to be. So I could say, if I'm going to be very nice to it, I say low A tier, probably ahead of Pikachu, I'd say. or if you really think that it's just solid, probably high B tier ahead of Sylveon. I could see it. But I think probably here is where it fits, because Serena does have a lot in its kit, especially with the buffs. Especially with the buffs that it did get. I think Serena is definitely in a much better spot now. I think that's just me personally, but people might disagree, which is perfectly acceptable. So yeah, that's just me personally. But next up we got is, of course, Dragonite. Now Dragonite is another Pokemon that I think is pretty solid. It's pretty strong. I think Dragonite 100% is A tier. That's just me personally. Dragonite's Outrage just hits hard like a truck. I think this Pokemon absolutely feels really strong with the Outrage. It has a lot of damage in its kit. Honestly, Dragonite is really, really, really good. Excuse me. All right, you know what? Then we'll put Serena in high B tier then. Yeah, Dragonite definitely is A tier 100%. There's no way it's not in A tier. It's really good in both of its builds, honestly. I'm a fan of Dragon Dance Outrage or Dragon Dance Hyper Beam, because Hyper Beam has really good secure. Even though it did get nerfed on its cooldown, Hyper Beam overall still has really good secure. Honestly, it's really solid. Outrage just has a lot. Outrage is overall better right now because of its high damage that it has in it. Especially buff with Dragon Dance, you just keep getting Outrage after Outrage after Outrage after Outrage. It's honestly really good. But I personally still think Hyper Beam is still solid. It's still not bad either, because Hyper Beam has really good secure on objectives. Which objectives, as you guys already know, are always the important thing when it comes to the game, because you want to get those objectives for your team, and that's one of the main things that why I think Hyper Beam is still not bad. It's just outclassed by Outrage, because Outrage just has a lot of damage with it. But overall, Dragonite definitely in a great spot right now, so definitely A tier for sure, 100%. Next up, Trevenant. Trevenant is another mon that I think is a solid defender. It's definitely not bad. It's definitely nowhere near Greedent. It's definitely not that for sure. I say Trevenant could probably go in A tier or low A tier or B tier. Or if people really think it's really that good, I say S tier as well. I say A in between Blastoise and Crustle. Trev gets A tier. Okay. So probably A tier, probably around between, probably right here, I'd say. Trev's A tier, easy A tier, S tier tree, no competition. No, I think A tier. I think A tier really fits for Trevenant. It has the stuns with the Woodhammer and Hornleech. Yeah, definitely A tier 100%. I gotta start playing Trevenant again, honestly, not gonna lie. Yeah, it really is. I 100% agree with that for sure. Aegislash. Let's see. Oh, you don't think it's higher than Blastoise? Okay, then well, I'll put it right here if anything. But anyway, Aegislash. It did get a buff on its Shadow Claw. I believe the effect was strengthened. I don't remember. I say Aegislash probably B tier, somewhere around those lines. I see maybe B tier, probably low C tier, maybe high C tier. I mean, it's not the worst mon, of course, but it definitely feels a little bit. It could definitely use some love. I mean, I could be wrong. I say probably B tier, definitely above Charizard for sure. Mid C to mid B. Okay. Aegislash, low B or high C. The Shadow Law was so long ago, but the fact is that it is there. All right, I'll say high C tier then, if anything, because it definitely still feels like it needs a little bit of love, honestly. Very low A with skill. I don't know about that. Yeah, sure, low B for sword makes sense. Don't see it that much. Fellows power curve all around the company. Yeah, that's true. That's also true. All right, we'll leave it in C tier for now. Maybe I can argue maybe low B tier. Definitely above Charizard for sure. So I'll say low B tier for Aiken Slash. I think it's still solid. All right, next up, Ale Hoopa. We got the Hoopa. Hoopa did get some nerfs on its cooldowns, but I still think Hoopa is still relatively good. So I say A tier, of course. I could say maybe like A tier. What do you guys think? A tier, B tier, S tier, because Portals is still a thing. Hoopa's S because of its Unite. Insta S. What does everybody else think on Hoopa? Because Hoopa's Unite is still there. Hoopa has a high A. A lot of people saying high A. Okay. What does everybody else think? People saying that Hoopa is a high A. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be higher than Blissey though. I don't know, but I could be wrong. Hoopa high A or S. Okay. Well, wherever Hoopa goes, I'll put the Unbound forward there too, because apparently we also have Unbound too. So we'll put they're obviously gonna always be next to each other. Hang on, let me fix this real quick. Make sure I have this right. There we go. High A to low S tier. Hoopa is around A or S tier depending on what you're playing. Solo queue, trio queue, or 5-stack. Okay, so I'll say we could probably say Hoopa would probably be A tier for sure. The reason why is Portal is pretty much a game changer. Yeah, that's true. The Portal is definitely what makes Hoopa really good. So yeah, Hoopa 100%. I can agree with this. All right, next up we got Duraludon. Duraludon has definitely seen quite a bit of nerfs on the damage it does to wild Pokemon now. I could say maybe B tier for Duraludon, probably. I could probably see possibly high tier for this one, but y'all would need to help me out with this one for sure. But we'll see. But now 100% Hoopa is definitely A tier for sure. It's already in A tier, so we're Gucci on that. Flash Cannon D, yeah, definitely. Duraludon is B tier. Y'all sleeping on it? Okay, so all right. So one person say B tier. Shuckle says Dora is a low B tier. Cannon low C. Dragon Pulse high B. Flash Cannon design is good, but that build is completely invisible. Yeah. So I say B tier. I say low B tier then for Duraludon for now. Maybe its evolve form will come to the game, and then maybe we'll get some buffs to that possibly. We'll see. I think Dur has a crazy ult and damage output. Yeah, it's true. You never seen this thing competitive, but solo queue, this thing is crazy. Yeah, it definitely can be for sure. Shout out to my boy Poncho because I know he plays Duraludon. The reason why I put Duraludon B tier is because of its damage output per boosted auto attack. Yeah, that's true. Plus with the Dragon Pulse and such too. All right, next up. Oh, we're almost done, guys. We only have a few Pokemon left. Not bad. All right, next up we got Azumarill. Azu. I can see this being B tier. Another mon that is B tier. I think Azumarill definitely feels pretty solid as it is for sure. It did get the buff to its crit damage, I think, before, and I think Azumarill is definitely a great, overall great Pokemon. Purple says Azumarill is mid A. Underrated pick. Okay. Azu is an easy high B or low A. Okay. I was thinking of the exact same thing. Azu A or B. Azu is around high B or A tier. I'll probably say B tier. Azu is crazy in solo. Yeah, it definitely can be. It definitely can be. Best brawler, no diff. Both builds are great, and Unite move is crazy. Well, I don't know about the Whirlpool build, but the its Aqua Tail is definitely really solid. It got nerfed to its range on basic attacks. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not great. So I'll say I'll keep Azumarill in B tier. Just maybe, yeah. I'll say probably above. Mr. Mime, but I think Azumarill it definitely is a good mon overall. But if y'all disagree, let me know. Azu can carry people to and beyond mass. Yeah, that's true. That's also true as well. All right, next up we got is Espeon. Espeon. I think Espeon definitely is probably an evolution that's kind of fallen off quite a bit with its nerfs. That a nerf got to his Side Shock, but I still think Espeon is still decent. So I say Espeon could probably be low B tier, maybe high C tier, somewhere along those lines. That's what I think. Espeon's low A. Okay, understandable. I also think is the only viable counter candidate with Drain Counter with Aqua Tail. Makes sense. I'm fine with top of B tier. Okay. Espeon is B tier. Both builds viable. Top of build. Okay. So we can move. I say we could probably move Espeon around here, right next to Sylveon. I think maybe. You think it's behind Sylveon? Okay. Probably behind Sylveon then. Okay. Worst of the EVs yet. Yeah, you're still insane. You're still insane. Yeah. I still think Espeon is still solid for sure. Espeon high B tier. Yeah, I think it's probably behind Sylveon, but definitely a lot better than what it used to be for sure. I can say that much. Espeon early is great. Yeah, and his Unite move is nice to be able to stun enemies for a short time, which is always useful. You could probably eject into your Unite and stuff, and you could just do a lot of crazy stuff with it for sure. So yeah, I think Espeon definitely is a B tier on that because of that. Personally believe all the EVs are A tier contenders, but this list might be more accurately. Oh yeah, absolutely. And since we may as well do all the evolutions, because why not? Leafeon. Let's go to Leafeon, and then let's do all the evolutions now since we only have 2 more left. So let's do Leafeon. I think Leafeon definitely is A tier. I think even though it did get the nerf to its Unite move, where I think its damage was slightly lowered, I think Leafeon is still disgustingly strong. I think it's definitely pretty strong, honestly. I think this is honestly a really strong Pokemon. It's still, so I think Leafeon could probably still be like an A tier. Purple says Leafeon so annoying, easy S and solo Q. Leafeon S, take it or leave it. Leafeon easy high A. Yeah, I could definitely say high A tier probably. Leafeon A tier. Solar Blade is secure, is absurd. Yep, I can see that. I'll probably say high A tier. I'll probably say high A tier above Hoopa. This Pokemon is really still strong. It's pretty strong, honestly. And I also think Umbreon also should be A tier as well, just simply because I think Umbreon still, because Mean Look is still nasty. Being able to trap stuff, I still think it's honestly stupid the way it is. Honestly, I know that for a fact. Umbreon I think definitely should be A tier as well. But that's just me personally. Definitely because of the Mean Look, being able to trap an enemy and preventing them from running away. I think definitely A tier for sure. Umbreon is low S. Really? Okay. Volcanic says, I leave to get food, sitting in my car waiting. I see a mammal in bottom B. How does that happen? I have no idea. Umbreon has no different. Okay, so let me ask you this. Then, Volcanic. Where do you think mammals should go? Let me ask you this, good sir. Where do you think mammals should go? Actually, now that I think about it, I think Umbreon does deserve to be S tier, even though I think definitely S tier Umbreon. So we'll definitely put Umbreon in S tier, 100%. So wait, you guys think? Yeah, I think Umbreon will be S tier for sure. Just mainly because of the Mean Look, obviously, which is annoying to trap enemies, of course. All right, so Mr. Volcanic, what do you think? What do you think, good sir? Where do you think Mamoswine should be at? Do you think maybe it should be higher B or low A? Let me know. What do you think? What do you think? Because I remember you Mamo Gaming, man, good sir. High B to mid B. Okay, so you think it should be a little higher? Okay, so I'll put it right next to Ninetales. How about that? Maybe even slightly above Ninetales. How about that? How does that look? How does that sound? Anyway, next up we got is Delphox. Delphox, I can definitely see another A tier mon. It does have this Unite move, being able to reduce healing by 50%, and then if you put a Curse Instance on it, basically that combo with the Unite basically reduces healing by 80%. So I could say probably A tier for that. You can agree to that? Okay, perfect. So I think we got a good spot for Mammal then. Epic. Delphox, underrated A tier. Okay. Easy mid A tier for Delphox. Okay. It's fine though regardless. Delphox A tier. Okay, so we could probably put it like A tier, probably above Blastoise, I'd say. The Flame Charge Mystical Fire combo is crazy. Yeah, it definitely is. It most certainly is. 100%. Next up, we got Big Buff Buzzwole. About to take everyone to Suplex City. I also think personally Buzzwole should be A tier because the superpower, it just hits. It just does a lot. It does so much damage. It's ridiculous, honestly. Blastoise is better, no diff. Oh, better than Delphox? Okay, noted. Let me go ahead and put this right, probably here. Something like that. S tier, okay. Mechanic also thinks S tier. So wait, y'all think Buzzwole should be S tier? S tier? Okay, bad. Yeah, that makes sense, because I'd say, yeah, Suplex City is too strong. It's too strong. So yeah. Yeah, I think Buzzwole definitely is Suplex City. Yeah. No, 100%, because it does take everyone to Suplex City, because y'all already know. You guys already know Buzzwole takes everything to Suplex City. Let's be perfectly real here. So yeah, no argument there. Buzzwole S tier, Suplex City, you already know that's the deal for sure. The only counter is mages, yeah, definitely. But if you can get to those mages, then you're suplexing them too, for sure. And then the reset it gets at level 11 on superpower, disgusting. Definitely. Superpower with either of the other moves is an unholy combo. Yeah, definitely. Too bad his Leech Life moveset is not it. Nah, 100% his Leech Life move is bad. But his superpower is definitely there, for sure. Buzz is fun, insane solo, duo Q, 5s, and top laner for competitive. Yeah, definitely. I always take Buzzwole top lane for sure. That's just me. Next up, another one of my favorite Pokemon, Tyranitar. Now, this Pokemon's been through quite a bit. I still think Tyranitar personally is A tier. The reason being, and you guys got to understand this for sure, with Tyranitar. While Tyranitar definitely has been nerfed quite a bit, definitely a lot, but there's one thing that Tyranitar does have, and that's the ability to be able to pierce through shields with its Dark Pulse Ancient Power combination. That's just what I think. If anything, I say maybe low A tier, because being able to get through shields with Dark Pulse Ancient Power, I just feel like Tyranitar, it definitely is a pretty solid mon, I think. And honestly, I really think because I really think people think Tyranitar is not great, because there are people that use it and just play it so poorly. But there are people that play it that are really good. And Tyranitar, if people know how to use its kit correctly, I guarantee you Tyranitar is a monster. It is a beast. It can put in a lot of work, 100% for sure. But overall, Ancient Power, definitely, I love it. I definitely am a fan. Sad as low B, it gets shut down way too hard early in, is unfortunate. They buff. Yeah, now that you mentioned it, I could definitely say definitely B tier, but it definitely has the ability where it could definitely put in work. Okay, you know what? Let's put T-Tar. I could say T-Tar probably B tier. I mean, it does get balanced out for sure with the fact that, yes, it does need level up to evolve, but once it evolves, then it really puts in a lot of pressure for sure. Next up, Mew. Mew here. Where do y'all think Mew goes? Probably A tier. I'm not sure Mew is really A tier, S tier anymore, but I could be wrong. What do y'all think? Mew is top A for me. Purple says easy S tier if you know how to play it. Mew's mid A tier, to be honest. Probably around here, maybe. I can see it. I could definitely see it somewhere around that range, probably. Bottom of A? Okay. That's what I was thinking, too. Because it definitely has fallen off quite a bit. Mew's an A tier for me. Skill-based Pokemon, versatile, and Unite move. That's good. Yeah, I mean, it did get nerfed quite a bit, for sure. Mew, top A. Very top A, of course. Definitely A tier, but I feel it's a mid A. Okay, makes sense. A lot of people say it's A. A couple of people say it's S. I think it's A for sure. Because with the nerfs it got, it definitely fell off for sure. I say maybe probably slightly above Desi, probably somewhere around that line. How is Dusty and Pika above Mew? Well, I just moved Mew above Dusty and Pika, so that's changed up. I say probably around here, maybe. I say probably around there, but I could be wrong. All right, next up, we got Dodrio. It did get nerfed on its Drill Peck. Its damage got nerfed quite a bit. But there are still people that are using Drill Peck for sure. Peace is one of them that uses Dodrio quite a bit. Pretty good player. Where does Dodrio even stand with this one? I don't think it's S anymore because it could definitely get clapped. It could definitely get caught by Umbreon. I mean, look, of course. Top of A, too much fertility. Yeah, I still think Dodrio's S. Oh yeah, okay. I think Dodrio's S tier, really? Yeah, I really think it's S tier. I feel like I don't know. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? The jump kick, the bird was S tier, but it got the hard performance. I'll put it on top of A. Okay. Probably next to. I'll probably say next to Leafeon. Probably maybe ahead of Leafeon or behind Leafeon. Probably somewhere in the dab middle, right there around there. I think the best one right now has 60% win rate. Okay. Only play Tri Attack. Yeah, Tri Attack is definitely the reason why I think it definitely puts in that work for sure. 100%. All right. Nah, yeah, I agree because CC definitely hard counters Dodrio for sure. Yeah, S tier, but it does take skill. Yep, you're right about that. Scizor, and then we may as well do Scyther and Scizor together since they are the same Pokemon. So, where do y'all think these two go? I think Scyther probably could be C tier, probably somewhere along that line, and Scizor probably B tier. But what do you guys think? Let's do the two together right here, Scyther and Scizor. What do you guys think? I think Scizor is still good. I definitely think Scizor is still good. I think Scizor is good. It definitely has healing in its Bullet Punch. It definitely is a great brawler because Bullet Punch allows it to, it does heal quite a bit. I think Scizor personally, for me, goes B tier, and Scyther probably a little bit lower, probably like low B tier. The reason why I think is because Scizor is definitely, in my opinion, its heals is pretty solid. It does get wrecked by social attackers, yes, but against physical attackers, it puts in a lot of work. It definitely puts in a lot of work for sure. I personally use it. I think Scyther though should probably be C tier because I think Scyther definitely needs a little bit of. Scyther needs a little love. I think Scyther's not bad, but Scizor, I definitely think I think Scizor, in my opinion, is good. That's just what I think personally. If anything, I say maybe I'll play Scyther right over here behind Gengar, but I could be wrong. But I really think Scizor is definitely the choice, especially against physical attackers. Like let's look for example. You have Pokemon, let's say physical attacker wise, we have Leafeon, we have Dodrio. Dragapult is physical. We have Dragonite that's physical. What else? Dusty's physical. Scizor can chase those down quite a bit. It could also war with Trevenant, I think. You can maneuver around Trevenant. I think Scizor is solid. I think Scizor is still pretty solid. I think Scizor B tier. Scyther definitely C tier, definitely needs love for sure. So Scizor definitely B tier, Scyther C tier. That's just me personally. Clefable. Changed my mind about this, but I think Clefable is also S tier because of gravity. Changed my mind. If y'all agree with this, let me know. If you guys disagree with it, let me know. Clefable, A S tier. Gravity just says no to everything. Definitely S tier, 100% for Clefable. Gravity is stupid. 100%. 100% gravity needs to be nerfed. It just says no, you cannot play the game. S tier, 100% for Clefable. Change my mind. Okay? S tier, 100%. S tier 100%. All right, let's be perfectly real here. Excuse me. Of course, S tier, Clefable, no questions asked. Comfey, another Pokemon I think could be S tier as well, but I could be wrong. What do you guys think? S tier on Comfey or A tier? Because Comfey, even though its heals did get nerfed quite a bit, it's still quite annoying with the stuns for sure. What do you got? What do y'all think? S tier for Comfey? Do you guys think maybe A tier for Comfey? What do you guys think? Comfey is C? Really? Gravel, Recurse, Rex, Clefable? Okay. Zor between Dodrio and Leafeon? Okay. Comfey A tier? Okay. Alright, A tier. Alright, people saying A tier? Okay. Makes games a 4v5? Okay. I could definitely agree with Zork's placement between Leafeon and Dodrio for sure, so we can get to that. Comfey, pretty much at least high A tier. I could see that. Because Comfey is still, in my opinion, still pretty good. Comfey has less healing than Clefable, that's true. Also, what's good, Aqua? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I could see probably Comfey. Okay, if not high tier, probably like somewhere around, probably right here. Maybe behind Hoopa, probably. I don't know. But Comfey just makes it just bulkiness, of course. Yeah, Zoroark in between Leafeon and Dodrio, I can definitely agree with that. Zoroark can easily, do a lot of crazy damage, in my opinion. So that's just what I think. Yeah, because they're not in ranked right now. That's why I'm ignoring them for now. Sableye. I'm gonna put Sableye in low C tier because, like Greedent, Sableye is just there just to pretty much hinder the enemy team, give your team vision. I think Sableye definitely is there. It's definitely not a good contender. I can say that much. Definitely C tier for Sableye. I mean, it's still an annoying Pokemon to go up against because a good Sableye you could just invade with Sableye. But I still think it's definitely C. Probably definitely next to Greedent for sure, 100%. Changed my mind. And I think Goodra definitely either A or S. Let me know what y'all think about Goodra. Definitely Goodra is high tier for sure. 100%. 100%. 100%. Definitely. If I know one person in this chat that will tell you everything about Goodra, that will be Volcanic. Because Volcanic, if you guys don't know, he is a top Goodra. He is a top ranking Goodra player in my chat. 100%. S tier. Anyone who says different is lying. If you have better Goodra ranking than me, you have the right to say otherwise. Best self healer in the game. Top run 60. There you go. Goodra definitely is still disgustingly annoying because it's definitely tanking. Definitely A tier for sure. Well, Volcanic says S. Volcanic is saying S tier. Goodra is definitely not B tier, Mr. Purple. It's definitely high A tier. In fact, I say it's probably high A tier. Or if not high A tier, probably low S tier. Because you know what it is? Goodra has a lot of healing with that Dragon Pulse, and it's passive. And it's able to stay in the fight quite a bit. Quite a bit. So I have to agree with Volcanic on this one. The reason why is because not only is because he is a top playing Goodra, but yes, it can be countered by cursed items in CC. But with a good team and being able to take advantage of the heals, it really is. It's just solid. It's just too good, honestly. It's just too good. We just gotta admit the fact if you don't have any cursed items on your team and you're going up against a Goodra, you're gonna be struggling against Goodra. There's no way it's not S. Plus, not to mention Goodra's gooey effect if you hit an enemy with a boosted auto, the slow effect is ridiculous. They buffed that by 50%. Remember that, guys. They buffed Goodra's passive by 50%, I believe. I could be wrong. Volcanic can let me know in the chat. But I do know that Goodra's passive is ridiculous right now. Well, not the passive. Sorry. Gudra's GUI, the slowdown effect from its boosted autos. Basically, it's so strong. It's so dumb. It is so dumb right now. It's ridiculous. Acid spray slows. Yep, definitely, 100%. Gudra isn't as powerful as the other defenders. Yeah, but Gudra has the healing. It just sits in there for sure. I do think I've seen Gudra with acid spray, muddy water, or power whip, depending on your comp on the opposing team. Yeah, it's really good. Let's be perfectly real here. Lapras. Now, Lapras, I know definitely fell off. In my opinion, Lapras probably fell off. I could be wrong here, but Lapras, I think, is the mon that also fell off quite a bit, because of the nerfs that this Pokemon did receive to its shell armor ability. But this is what I think. This is what I just think, honestly. Lapras is high C tier. Lapras is top of B. Dragon Pulse can miss. Once you miss, you can gain no healing. No, that's true. Alright. Well, I think Gudra's still good. If you hit those Dragon Pulses, then you still have your passive. But yeah, no, Lapras definitely fell off. So I say definitely at least a high, probably a low B, probably B or low A. Really? Lapras is A. Phalanx buffs it. Really? Okay. Well, I definitely think it's definitely low A tier, maybe B tier probably. Okay. Well, I definitely think it's definitely no, I feel like Lapras is definitely B tier because I don't know, maybe I haven't really touched Lapras ever since the nerfs that it did receive. So I'd say probably maybe somewhere around maybe, I don't know. Probably here, maybe? Maybe at best. I don't know. Volcanic thinks it's A, but some people do say it's low A or high B. Please don't put it as C. Alright, I moved it out of C. Don't worry. It's out of C. Don't worry. It's out of C. It's in B or A. Okay. Alright. It's definitely at least in low. It's definitely at least in B. Okay? We'll leave it at that. Alright? I think we'll leave it at that. Chandelure. This is also a pretty underrated Pokemon, I think. Chandelure got a buff to Flamethrower, to Imprisonment. Both those effects got stronger. I think damage-wise was buffed. Chandelure. Where do you guys think Chandelure goes? Probably low A, maybe high B tier, maybe? I'm not sure. Good is good, but S tier, good. Put it top of A. Okay. Shendy solid A. Easy middle A. Okay. Arguably the best mage behind Gardevoir. Oh, so you guys think it's probably around here then, probably. Gudra is good because of the Gudra effect, honestly. I mean, Gudra is just good. It's just my opinion, really good. Chandelure is good ranked and decent success in tourney. Okay. Chandelure is mid A plus tier candidate, similar to Gardevoir, is Abuser or Curse Incense. Yep, it's for Gardevoir. Okay, that's what I was thinking too, because it could definitely take advantage of the Curse Incense for sure. Y'all lying about Gudra. I mean, trust in the process, guys. Gudra definitely is solid. It's really good. All right, next up is Chandelure's bad side is that Itchy Night move is mid as hell. Easy S tier for Chandelure or wait for Gudra? Probably for Gudra, I'm guessing. Alright, next up, Inteleon. Inteleon did fell off a little bit because of the nerf it got to its liquidation, but Snipe Shot is definitely still solid. So I'll probably say probably around where Desi is, maybe. Definitely higher than Desi. For Inteleon. We'll see. Inteleon's easy S with Snipe Shot. Okay. Understandable. What does everybody else think? Alright, hang on. Give me 1 second, guys. I may have a sneeze coming up. Oh, Trinity says Inteleon's S tier. Really? Okay. I mean, it does hit hard like a truck, so I could definitely see it over here. Alright. Yeah, I say S tier. Definitely above Gudra, but definitely there. Low S tier, okay. Intelligence A plus. You rarely get a good snipe shot player in solo queue. That's why I don't think it's S. I mean, if you're able to aim your if you're able to aim your snipe shots, then yeah, of course, 100%, it's definitely gonna be putting in work for sure. For sure, definitely gonna be putting in work. All right, Blaziken did get a nerf. Oh yeah, not to mention Italian does have really good early game secure with the water gun. Blaziken did get nerfed on and some of his stuff. What do I see? Why do I wake up to see Inteleon better than Gudra? I mean, to be fair, it do be sniping hard though. Okay, you know what? Let's just do this for everybody's sake, for Fire's sake, and for Volcanic's sake. Okay, we're gonna move Inteleon over here. How about that? Also, welcome Fire to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Blaziken is mid A to low S. Blaziken high B to low A. Blaziken is A tier. Yeah, Blaziken definitely still good. The probably low A tier, probably somewhere around here, maybe, perhaps, somewhere like that. I'm not sure. Blaziken got buffs actually. Yeah, but it did just also get some a bit of nerfs too. But that's about it. Fairy's like, that's better. But yeah, I think it's definitely A tier for sure. Definitely A tier, 100%. All right, we're down to 6 Pokemon, guys. We're excluding Mewtwo and Zacian because those are in a different level. But next up we got is Mimikyu. Mimikyu did get some nerfs. But I still think Mimikyu is still a pretty strong mon. So maybe Mimikyu, probably low A tier, maybe high B tier probably for Mimikyu. Probably A tier, okay. Maybe Q's S right now. I don't think it's S anymore. Dumb rodent. I gotta put the Mimikyu next to Pikachu though. That's just me personally. But if anybody disagrees, let me know. Mimikyu next to Pikachu. Purple says no S. But I mean the Playroll got nerfed though. Did it not? Playroll did get nerfed though, did it not? It's high 8. Oh, so you think it's higher? Okay. Ah, man, that means I gotta split away Mimikyu and Pikachu. No. All right. I think I'll put Mimikyu over here then, if anything. High A to low S. Okay. Mimikyu's role is a physical attacker, but it does it better. A tier. Okay. Got you. There we go. We got that for sure. Shadow Call is the S tier build. Its nerfs was even that bad. It's not S anymore, but it's high to A. Okay. At least we got the right idea though. Alright, next up we got... Oh yeah, Mimikyu is just in general also pretty strong. It's still decently strong too, for sure. Urshifu. We got both forms of Urshifu. I know Rapid Strike definitely is suffering for sure now. Definitely struggling. And I could definitely see the single strike Urshifu probably like in a low B tier, probably low B tier, I think, maybe. Somewhere around there. Dark Bear is high B? Okay. I know Water Bear is definitely low C tier. Because it definitely got nerfed quite a bit. Water Bear is hurting, yes. Water Bear is definitely hurting, yes. We'll have to put him over here. Sorry, Fire, I know how much you love it, but it's written in stone, honestly. It is written in stone, honestly, for it. Honestly. Oh, here it comes, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I had to sneeze there. Dark Bear is low A tier. Okay. Excuse me. I am sorry, guys. Listen, I hate it now. I know, Fiery, but we have to look at the facts. Water Bear is just not as good as it used to be anymore. Water Bear is lowest of C, not only D because they can buff it. I am so sorry, guys. I had to mute because I'm sneezing quite a bit, so I'm sorry about that. Because I am suffering from allergies. But yeah, definitely Water Bear is suffering 100% now. There's no way it's not. For sure. And the other single strike Urshifu at least is not bad in my opinion. Excuse me. I am so sorry about that, guys. Oh man. All right, but yeah, there we go on Urshifu. All right, let me put this over here real quick. Am I missing any comments? No, I'm not. Okay. Am I missing any comments? Hang on. Make sure I'm missing no comments. Okay, here we go. FI early game is pretty bad. Has required doing. Yeah, definitely. Excuse me. I am so sorry, guys. I am so sorry about that. All right, you know what? I think Urshifu mid single strike probably B maybe, or maybe high B tier behind Azumarill maybe, probably. Okay. I'm just making sure I'm not getting crazy with these sneezes. I'm sorry, guys. Allergies really is kicking my butt. All right. Next up, we got Meowscarada. Where do you guys think Meowscarada goes? We got Meowscarada now, guys. We're up to Meowscarada, and then we Meowscarada B tier. I say B tier to be generous, not above Azu. Okay, yeah, it's under Azu. It's under Azu. Meow is an easy A. I'm praying to God this thing doesn't get the season buffs. It could definitely see it. Hey, what's good, Faker? Welcome to the show. How you doing? Meowscarada is around A tier. It's not S tier. Okay. Mine should be A in my opinion, by the way. But I hear I wasn't here for mine. Understandable. All right. So a couple of y'all say B tier. Some people say A tier. So I'm gonna put it low A tier probably because it could definitely have some decent flank. But will Rapid Strike Urshifu go to at least C or B? Unfortunately, Faker, no. Rapid Strike is definitely dog water because of the nerfs it got. It's definitely a lot worse than it used to be. The single strike, on the other hand, isn't as horrible. So, but that's just what I think. Metagross. Next up, we got Metagross. What's good, PK? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Hopefully, all has been well with you. But yeah, welcome PK to the stream. Thank you so much for coming through. But yeah, guys, we got two Pokemon left: Metagross and then Gyarados. Metagross A tier, okay. I was thinking A tier as well because Metagross, even though it did get a nerf on its Gyro Ball and Magnet Rise, I still think Metagross is still pretty decent. Probably maybe around where Blaziken is. I still think Metagross is definitely a lot better than it used to be. I could see maybe Metagross around here. I could definitely see it. I think probably A tier definitely works well for it. That's what I think personally. For Metagross. Even though it did get nerfed on its Magnet Rise and Gyro Ball, I still think Metagross is still pretty decent. It's still pretty good. Definitely, for sure. 100%. And last but not least, we got Gyarados. Gyarados. Now, Gyarados, I'm not gonna lie, I hate this thing's play style in this game. I am not a fan of this whatsoever. Like I said before, I understand the logic behind it because, you know, Magikarp is definitely pretty it's supposed to be bad, of course. But they made this thing. They made Magikarp literally so unplayable. It's ridiculous. But I get the lore behind it. Let's be real. I get the lore behind it because, you know, Magikarp is supposed to be bad as it is. But when it evolves into Gyarados, that's where you're supposed to pop off. So, because of this, and because I think Aqua Tail is definitely pretty bad, I think Gyarados probably goes B tier for sure. Definitely B tier. Definitely 100% B tier for Gyarados because Gyarados just does not. It just ain't it right now. Well,
to me anyway, I don't like playing Gyarados. I tried it. I hated it. I really hated it. I honestly, to gods, hate the playstyle on Gyarados. I mean, literally, I understand why it's like this because obviously it's supposed to be this way because you're supposed to be useless with Magikarp, but considering the fact that its basic attack speed is really slow. It is really, really slow. I cannot see this thing anywhere higher than where it is right now. If I was to be a little nice to it, maybe probably a little bit more around here, but I honestly I just don't like Gyarados. That's just me personally. Like obviously there are people that are playing it that do really get good with it, but and I get the lore behind it because obviously you already know the lore with it. It's just you have to evolve it, of course, but overall it's just so bad. I just don't like it personally. That's just me. The attack speed on Magikarp. I'm making it clear. I said Magikarp. Gyarados is great. Magikarp mid for sure. 100%. Gyarados should be higher than Cinder. I don't think so. That's just me personally. I don't think so. But yeah, that's just me personally. I think Gyarados is fine just the way it is. In fact, I think even Duraludon is better than this thing. I'm going to move it down a little bit more further. That's just me. It could just be me bashing the character a little bit too hard. I get it. Because you have to literally really get that Gyarados. You really have to get it up there. You have to really work on that gauge hard in order to evolve into Gyarados. And then you can really do work. And it just doesn't, and then you have to hope that your jungle ganks your lane. But aside from that, if you don't get that, you're basically screwed for a decent portion of the game. And I don't like it, personally. Duraludon has a better chance than Carp early game. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, that's just me personally. But there you go, guys. That is the list. Again, we're not going to do these three because these three are not in ranked at the moment, so we're going to exclude these three for now. But, yeah, guys. Here is the final list. If there's anything at all that you guys think that should be changed, let me know. Let me know what you guys think, honestly. But, yeah. There you go. What do you got think? So, S tier, we have Wigglytuff, Clefable, Umbreon, Buzzwole, Goodra, Inteleon. A tier, we got Leafeon, Zoroark, Dodrio, Mimikyu, Hoopa, Comfey, Slowbro, Dragapult, Gardevoir, Chandelure, Dragonite, Blastoise, Crustle, Delphox, Trevenant, Venusaur, Glaceon, okay, I kind of messed up there. I don't know why. Eldegoss, Metagross, Blaziken, Mew, Desi, Pikachu, Meowscarada, B tier, Azumarill, Urshifu, Mr. Mime, Scizor, Serena, Sylveon, Lapras, Espeon, Mammal, Ninetales, Zeraora, Cram, Snorlax, Tyranitar, Greninja, Talon, Absol, Cinderace, Aegislash, Duraludon, Gyarados, and Charizard. C tier, Garchomp, Gengar, Scyther, Machamp, Lucario, Sableye, and Greedence. And then Dog Water tier needs buffs, Water Bear, basically. Anything you guys disagree with, let me know. Otherwise, this is my personal list. That's what I think right there. What do y'all think right there? What do you guys think? You might as well just put Sableye and Greedent below Urshifu. What Urshifu? I don't want them with a bird. Oh, man. I feel you on that one. I feel you on that one. For sure. I definitely feel you on that one. Once Paul gets nerfed on Phantom Force, I will see D-Dan streams. I can already see it. I can already see it for sure. I can already see it. All right, guys. There you go, guys. That is the list. That is my list right here. Whataburger needs liquidation buffs. It really doesn't need much buffs, but it definitely feels a lot worse than it was before. But yeah, there you go, guys. That is the list, and yeah, pretty good. I think this is just right. I think, in my opinion. Anything may be wrong. I could be. Let me know. Hang on. Let me just catch up with chat real quick. Goku Black Arc Ruin. I feel you on that one. Honestly, Wiggly and Gujo should be lower, especially Gujo. No, I disagree. Both Wiggly and Clefable are both Wiggly, and I think they're fine just the way they are, in my opinion. That's just me. They should make it so that the little jump move Magikarp actually does damage. It does, but it's just slow. Gujo High, yeah. As much as I want to say it's better to not talk about it too much, yeah. That's why I try to move it on too much, for sure. Ladies Ultima, I know you've seen the streams. Everyone says Gujo is not good. Then they watch my streams, they're less speechless. Am I wrong? I mean, I'm not going to lie. I have seen your Gujo volcanic, and your Gujo is phenomenal. Your Gudra honestly is phenomenal, guys. For sure, Volcanic. And if you guys don't believe me, check out Volcanic Arcanine, and you'll see he is top 160 on Gudra. He is top 160 on Gudra, guys. If you don't believe it, definitely check him out on his channel for sure. Volcanic Arcanine, check him out. He plays Gudra. He plays rank with it. It's one of his main Pokemon. Definitely check him out. Definitely check out his Gudra gameplay, and you'll see exactly what I mean. Of course, if he doesn't have good stats, he does mostly dual Q or whatever. It's because, he deals with horrible teammates, which we all know that Tenzin needs to fix that. They need to do better with that. They need to do better with balancing out the Pokemon. They need to do way better with a lot of crap. Let's be perfectly real here. And for God's sakes, fix your damn servers, Tencent, because I'm sick and tired of having to deal with having to lag when I try to pick a Pokemon and worrying about lag interfering with the gameplay. Because, oh my God, I gotta get that short out for you guys. I'm gonna be releasing that short as soon as possible, guys. So stay tuned for that, because it's honestly so dumb when that happens. When that really what goes down with that. Honestly, it really, 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 really is. Honestly. It honestly really is, but I just hope that they do improve the game, because right now I feel like the game is definitely going to drop downhill, because Tencent needs to make the necessary changes. Honestly, they really, really need to. And I said this once, and I'm gonna say it again for good measure. Buff full heal. Why is it nerfed? Why is CC so freaking all over the place? Do they really love CC so much? Do they really love us not being able to move? Do they really want us to be stunned for days to die? Like, can we at least play the game? Like, hello? Like, we need a full heal buff, Tenzin, please. The CC is becoming too much. Like, your players are talking to ya. Please buff full heal. Make the matchmaking better. Fix your damn game, and at least fix it. And also another thing I need to bring up, which another thing that is also a solid point. The punishment for players that would intentionally throw and troll needs to be harsher than 10 play points. Like, 10 play points? That's the only punishment to get? Just 10 play points? Are you serious? Like, literally, they need to put harsher punishments. They need to put out harsher punishments for people that would just straight up troll for no reason. That would literally purposely AFK, purposely would not help the team, purposely will talk crap on mic when they know they're the ones that are costing your team the game. Like, and then they need to do harsher punishments for these bad players that keep throwing so hard. Tencent needs to fix this so hard, like, it's not even funny. Straight up. And I don't even do rank, but I'm speaking out for those that do rank, that deal with these idiots. Literally. Like, I don't even do ranked, but I'm speaking for those that struggle with it 100%. They need to fix this game. They need to fix it so at least people that do troll get harsher punishments. Like, okay, if you have to do 10 play points, if you have to do fair play points, maybe at least do 40. Maybe 40, maybe half their play points or something like that. But 10, like 10, Tenzin, really? 10? This is what we're going with right now, Tenzin? Tenzin is the company that made Pokemon Unite, Faker, in case you're wondering. But really, Timmy, or Tenzin, whatever the fuck? Y'all got a lot of work to do to fix this game because your players are not happy. Let's be perfectly real. 100% needs to be fixed. 100% need to fix it. There are so many problems with this game, and you can't even report them. The report system is dog water. The matchmaking is dog shit. The game server is bad because I remember it happened to me quite a few times, and it also happened to a lot of people. And when people talk shit to ya because apparently they're the ones throwing and they're trying to blame it on you, they should be punished more too. Like, hello? Like, oh my god. And then you get these randoms that are just making the experience of the game just terrible. Like, Tenzin, please do something. Make this right, because it's obvious that your players are just not happy with how the game is, with the current state of it. You really need to do better on the punishments for these people that troll purposely. And there's people that I haven't seen in a while because they're taking a break from Unite, which, you know what? That's perfectly fine. You know? This is also why I've been streaming other games other than Unite. I don't, like, for those that are wondering, have I stopped playing Unite? No, I'm still playing it. I still been doing Unite. I just been doing other content because of how Unite is right now. I've seen it because I've seen people like Volcanic deal with these idiot randoms. I've seen, matchmaking being so terrible that you get matched with people that have like less than 500 games, 800 games. I'm just making an example there for something. Like, I feel for y'all. Like, you guys, all you people that do ranked and deal with these idiots deserve some champagne right now. Like, seriously, y'all deserve champagne for dealing with this with these idiots, dealing with this horrible matchmaking in this game. Like, come on, Tenzin. You really have a chance to have a game that can actually shine, but I really think you're taking it in the wrong direction. Like, come on now. Like, literally. Latios, I also gave win rates of 40%. That's another thing. Like, you got people here that are really not enjoying this game because of all these dumb decisions that Tenzin decides to make. And the reporting system needs to be improved as well. Unfortunately, I'm one of those people right now who are not touching the game for a while. I don't blame you, Rose. I do not blame you whatsoever. They need to do this thing to do better with this game. They really do. I dropped the minimum of 5% win rate on every mod I made regularly. Yeah, 100%. And Trinity, I feel you as well. And you, Volcanic, honestly. Nah, fam, roll your boy up blunt. We chilling. 100%, good sir. 100%. And you know what? It's funny, Faker, you mentioned Miraidon. They're gonna milk this thing as well. They're gonna milk this Pokemon, making it busted for sure. And then they're gonna milk it to the point where they make money, and then they're gonna nerf it to the ground. Like 100%. 100%. Like, bro, I can literally go off so hard about every damn thing imaginable in this game, to what Volcanic's been through, to what everyone I know has been through when it comes to ranked, to dealing with the dumb matchmaking, dealing with not being able to report people properly when they play horribly, when the only thing that does succeed is if they're AFK. That's it. You put AFK, they get 10 fair play points deducted. What a joke. What an actual fucking joke. What an actual fucking joke, man. Like, they need to improve this so badly. So badly. Now, is there anything you guys want me to voice out as well that I have not voiced out for sure? Please let me know in the chat. Please let me know. I would love to hear your opinions on it, because this is something that has been going on for far too long, and this is something that needs to be addressed, because let's be real here, the players are not happy, and I don't blame them. Straight up. Miraidon's already announced is going to be EX mod. That's expected though. That's expected too, because it's gonna definitely be one of those legendaries. So it's only be available in standards for sure. The only thing I'm worried about is Miraidon is parabolic charge. Yeah, I've definitely seen that as well. That's just how it is, sadly. Yeah, exactly. But I feel for you guys, and I don't even do ranked. I'm considering coming back to doing ranked. I haven't touched ranked for the past few seasons. I'm considering coming back to it because, a lot of people ask me, Latios, why do I do ranked? Why do I not do ranked? All the stuff that you just heard me rant about is pretty much the reason why I don't do ranked. It's why I don't do ranked. Because you get this dumb matchmaking. You get trolls that throw purposely, and you can't even report them. Like, this is why I stood away from rank for the past couple of seasons. And all around, if we lose, I don't want to be that guy and just be mad at people, at you, especially if I play with you guys. If I do ranked, I don't want to be there and be mad and be like, oh, you did this, you did that. No, I ain't about that, bro. Like, it's also kind of part of the reason why I've been staying away from ranked, honestly. But that's just me. But I may come back to it in the near future. I don't know yet. Not gonna lie, Volcanic, and I know someone called Necroma. Okay, I gotta look them up actually. I'm sad that the shiny spray is going to be a paywall, even though it only makes your mon shiny and serves no other purpose. Yeah, that's also really dumb too. Definitely really dumb. Or you 100% need to play with friends and ranked. No, definitely. If I do ranked, it's going to be with you guys. Because with you guys, 100%, I trust you guys to carry. I would 100% be your defender or support all day, every day. If you guys know how to carry, I will 100% support you one step of the way. I'll bust out the Wigglytuff. I'll bust out the Clefable. I'll bust out my defenders. You name it, I'm busting it out for y'all. You already know, you got it. Y'all know I got you covered. Excuse me. Hang on. Let me see if I missed anything real quick. That ain't grits my teeth so hard for me to ask. Really? Is it really that bad? Oh, don't search it. Okay, got you. Okay, got you. I joined streamers to grind and ranked. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, as long as they don't be douchebags as well. But it is what it is. Alright, well, is there any more points I need to make real quick? If so, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up for tonight, if anything. Just let me know. I saw your message, but I didn't get to read it because you retracted it. Is there any more points that I have yet to make here, guys? If so, if so, let me know. Let me know right now. If there's anything I forgot to mention, please let me know. Anything at all that I didn't mention from my rant, please let me know. And obviously they need to do better at balancing Pokemon because they are doing a terrible job at it. Straight up. And I think this might be the first time, well, maybe not the first time, but you guys, this is probably the first time that some of you guys have seen me go on a ranting spree about something that's actually well noted for sure. So, if there's anything else that I missed anything at all, please let me know now. Why is Phalanx Mega Horn move so strong? I mean, I haven't seen it yet, but if it really is that strong, I'm a little worried now. Now that you mention it. But yeah, honestly, the only reason why I play Pokemon Unite is because of you guys. Straight up. Because honestly, you guys is what made this game a lot of fun for me. Regardless of whether I do standard or ranked or whatever, you guys are what makes this game. Literally, you guys are what makes this game the fun. Honestly, that's just me personally. You guys, the community, this community we have here, is literally the reason why I enjoy playing this game. Honestly, this is just me personally. The way they disrespect some of the day one Pokemon by not having an actual battle pass still, especially supporters. No, I 100% agree. It does like 4K can be spammed. Oh boy, I'm not looking forward to seeing that. Rasheen said that's pretty good Pokemon. Oh, real? Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. Also, welcome to the stream. But yeah, I think I definitely ranted on quite a bit. I think I may have gotten all the points out as I needed to. So I think we may have gotten everything I needed to get off my chest. Oh wait, actually there is one more thing I would like to bring up. Why is it that every time they release a Pokemon, it's always locked behind Aeos gems? Like, people have to buy Aeos gems in order to play a Pokemon, to be able to always play the Pokemon unranked. Now, granted, I will say that they do give 3-day rental cards. I think they give 2 of them for usually majority of the time, which, okay, I get that. That's actually pretty cool. But the problem is that most of the time, the first week is always with Aeos gems. Like, I don't get that as well. Another thing, duplicate battle passes. We recently had a second guard. Yeah, I know. I re-rented about that too. Like, there's other Pokemon that they could really give epic battle pass skins to. Why duplicates? Like, why duplicates? I don't get that either. Now we have to worry about Pokemon getting another pass in the future, which is unnecessary. Yeah, definitely. Alright, that change was stupid. Yeah, 100%. Oh yeah, you know what's funny? I was just about to say the Zoroark thing when people were forced to buy the Hollowware with the Zoroark in order to buy Zoroark. I remember that, and I think I still have that video up on my channel as well too from years. I think a year ago. I still have that video up too. I think last I checked. But honestly, guys, it's because of you guys is why I honestly still play Pokemon Unite. Because, honestly, if I wasn't playing this game, if I didn't have you guys, honestly, when it comes to playing this game, I wouldn't even be playing this game because Tenzin just needs to get their butt, needs to improve their game. Like, straight up. They really need to improve their shit. Ain't no way I would buy that. Yeah, who would buy that? Let's be perfectly real here. People were giving middle fingers on it. Oh, bro, trust me. I've seen plentiful people were really pissed off about that. And, I mean, it's good that they stopped it now. And they acknowledged it. So that was... They do... I will say this, right? They do have rare W's, for sure, on instances where if they learn from some of their mistakes. They did learn that, the way they released Zoroark was wrong. They knew it was wrong, and they corrected it. Well, not corrected it, but they haven't done it again ever since that release. So there are some cases in which there are some rare W's in Tenzin. Let's be real here. There were some cases where they do have some rare W's for sure. Okay, we have to acknowledge this. Rare W's for sure. When it comes down to Tenzin and when it comes to the game. Okay? Let's be perfectly real here. I think the changes they did so far was not bad to the balancing, but there's still a few things that need to be nerfed and some stuff that do need to be nerfed for sure. So, yeah. Remember the EX Pokemon complaints too? Yeah, I do remember that. They definitely did that way too late. By the time they actually did it, they did it way too late. Way too late. Because by the time they implemented this, Mewtwo, X, Y, and Zacian all are nerfed as it is. And we can't even use them on ranked. Like, it just defeats the whole purpose. Now it's like those Pokemon are exclusive to just people who want to play standards, which, I mean, I'm okay with this because it means that, this Pokemon is going to be available on standards. Maybe this might maybe this might improve more standard play potentially. I could be wrong. Granted, I could be very wrong on this, but they did it way too late. Way too late. Also, I would mention the AO's ball machine, but they ain't gonna fix. Oh my God, Rose! I am so glad you brought that up because that's another thing that pisses me off so much. The AO's prize machine is a fucking scam. It is scam out the butt. Now, granted, during holiday seasons, such as obviously there's gonna be the holiday time where it's actually going to be it's actually going to be good. It's actually good where you get 10 free throws so you can get some stuff for free guaranteed. But the outside of that, the Pokeball, that freaking prize machine thing is just trash. Trash out the butt. Straight up. Prize machine, piece of shit. 100%. I wouldn't even mess with it. 100%. Special attack Mewtwo still busted. They barely nerfed it. If they would give more rewards regularly, I wouldn't care. Yeah, definitely. 100%. Oh, and you know what? Goshi actually brought up a very valid point. Why are we still getting emblems that we already have? Give us emblems that we still need. Like, for example, I know Trinity still needs that Ho-Oh emblem. He's really been needing it for God knows how long now. And we keep getting albums that we already have. It's also why I haven't been getting any more albums, because granted, I'm already stacked up on albums, which is fine. But why can't I just trade extra? Why can't we trade extra albums, or at least be able to craft albums to be able to get other ones? Why can't that be a thing? Literally. Like, what? Literally, like, come on now. Man says it's trash out the video. Yes. Yeah, nah, definitely. It really is, though. It really is. We can't deny, we can't just sit here and deny that it's not, right? But, I think I digress. We already know what's definitely trash. Literally, definitely trash. I get duplicates, yeah, no Ho-Ohs after I get 2 before. Yeah, I feel you, brother. Hopefully you get that last one. So I want to say it's completely stupid. Yeah, exactly. We still have unused currencies that we don't even use. Oh my God, Faded. I'm actually glad you brought that up. That's another valid point. We still have, what the heck is that currency that we use? Is the one where you exchange it for clothing? We haven't seen anything for years. Matter of fact, hang on. Let me load up Unite real quick, because I low-key don't even remember what the heck was the name of that currency, but it was the currency that they gave us before. We have a whole lot of them in which, you could trade these in for clothing, but they haven't updated it at all for nothing. Like, hello? Also, weren't we supposed to have had a gifting system and we somehow don't? Yes, that's another thing they still haven't done yet. When are we going to be able to gift stuff to other people, Tenzin? Come on now. Actually, that time to gave us? What do you mean? Volcano says, we do have new albums coming out soon, though for the albums we don't have many types of. I mean, it's fine, but at least it's something. At least something new. That would be nice. We need a recycle shop, fashion tickets, or hardware tickets. Yeah, exactly. I would love to see that. Fashion tickets. Yes, there you go. Thank you, love. You're absolutely right. It's the fashion tickets. You're absolutely correct. 100%. But kind of said like the pink, dark blue, and gray. Yeah, we definitely. I hope we get more of those. They need to give us more of those, because right now, those are lacking. Those are definitely hard lacking. But yeah, we definitely still have currencies as well too that we still have not even had the needs. We haven't even been able to use. Like, hang on, let me look this up real quick. Give me a second. Where do I even? Oh, right here. I literally am maxed out on fashion tickets out the butt, and we still don't even have any purpose of using this. I will go to, in order to show you my Unite game right now, I will show you that I have everything from the shops. I already have everything from the shops that you can get with these fashion tickets, and I can't even. There's nothing left for me to get. Literally, I have literally everything owned. Literally everything owned. I still don't have it. I still don't have exactly everything. Like, come on now. I think they should add that we can allow the trainer to change trainer's gender. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that either. Actually, we already have. They've been confirmed. Oh, okay, that's tragic. Not gonna lie, every 200 fashion tickets or Hollowware tickets, maybe 20 AOs, gems, or other stuff. Yeah, definitely. I'm tired of all of them offering Hollowware tickets and battle passes where they never update the shops. Yes, they still do this, and they don't even update the shops. They don't even update none of that. They don't update none of that at all. Like, I'm so stacked up on fashion tickets, honestly. Like, I just don't get why can't they just update it. Like, there's so much stuff that they can do that to improve their game. Like, there's a lot of things that they need to do so badly. It's just ridiculous, honestly, the way that they go about this game, honestly. My biggest grief is the treatment of full heal. Yes. It's been mentioned. I mentioned it a lot already with full heal. They need to buff that, and they need to nerf CC, because I think it's unfair with this freaking CC nonsense that's been going on. I think it's really stupid the way that they have that it's been going on with it, for sure. What's good, Pancakes? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Excuse me. Imagine they nerf more of full heal and Goal Getter getting buffed. Oh my god. You know everybody's gonna freaking write about that. Let's be perfectly real here. Let's be perfectly real. At that point, they're gonna promote score comps again. Or is score comps gonna be meta again? Is that what it is? Score comp? Just avoid the enemy team and just score? Just score. Do objectives and do all that, and then just score. Well, guess it's time to run score shield and everything now, right? I'm being sarcastic, of course. Obviously, there's no way we would do that. Doing good. That's good. I'm glad to hear it, Pancakes. Glad to hear your day's been going well. But yeah, I think we got our points heard for sure. But I want to say real quick to everybody here, thank you. I want to thank you to everybody that came through today for this stream. This stream is definitely something that was definitely needed. The CC is the main reason that all all-rounders are obsolete. That's true to an extent, but there are still some all-rounders that are still solid. Wiggly's meta, yeah, it got some buffs recently where now its sing effects is actually a lot stronger now, and its unite move comes out more consistently. So yeah, Wiggly is really good now, for sure. And a lot of people will tell you here for sure how good it is going to be exactly. But anyways, guys, I think we got our points out here, right? So Tenzin, before I go for the night, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. I forgot to tell you, Comfy Sweet Kiss is underrated and is a better version of Wigglytuff's passive, Cute Charm. Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true for sure. It's definitely underrated for sure on that, for sure. 100%. I 100% agree. But yeah, I think I got my points out for this, right? For those of you who may have missed out on the rants, I'm going to try to pin when the rant begins. And for those who did miss out on it, otherwise this stream is going to always still be up regardless. But I'm just going to say this real quick. Tenzin, please fix your game. Make it so that we can actually report the trolls that do idiotic stuff. Please fix your matchmaking. Please give us something that we can get with fashion tickets. And just all around, please fix your game. Balance things out better. Like, please. Your players are obviously not happy with it, with your game. And I really feel like y'all definitely are going to lose revenue. I'm going to be losing your player base pretty soon if this just keeps up. Like, it's just going to keep going, and at least balance this out. Like, fix your game. Like, bro, y'all have no idea how much I've been really wanting to get this out for so long. And with this stream, I was finally able to rent out a lot of stuff, especially for people, for you guys, especially for you guys that have been dealing with ranked as well. And your players obviously are not happy, so y'all got to do something about this. Unless you really want to lose us as players, let's be perfectly real here. All right, regardless of where we do ranked or if we play, if they're casuals, at the end of the day, y'all gotta fix this game straight up. Also, and with that, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to end it here. But real quick before we go, I want to shout out to everybody who came through with this stream. Shout out to everybody who came with their opinions. Volcanic Arcanine. Shout out to you, big dog. I'm not sure if you're still here, but shout out to you. Hopefully your games get better. You and Ash, of course. If you guys have not checked out Volcanic Arcanine, definitely check him out. Epic player, top 160 Guja. Definitely check him out. Give him that support. Help. It definitely means a lot if you give him that support. Definitely give him and Ash support, of course. Also check out Ghoulish the Gengar, PK Doomy, everyone who came through with this stream. Honestly, you guys are honestly the reason why, Pokemon Unite to me is a game that, despite the bullshit that we deal with when it comes to this, you guys are what makes this game all the more enjoyable for me, despite all the bullshit that we deal with when it comes down to this game, for sure. If you're plugging me, can I plug something? Sure, Volcanic, go for it, brother. But yeah, honestly, you guys are absolutely epic. Honestly, you guys are amazing. You got, like, I've said this time and time again, but honestly, you guys are the reason why Pokemon Unite has always been fun to me. Even if I don't play it every single day, the fact of the matter is, I'm still doing at least one day of Unite for you guys because you guys still play it, and I'm not gonna ever stop playing Unite anytime soon, guys. So I hope you guys know this. Even if I don't play it so often, I will still be streaming Unite, of course. I'm still playing it, just not as often as I used to. But for those of you who have been sticking with me, even though I don't play Unite every single day, I just want to say thank you guys so much for all your support, and especially a huge thank you to everybody who came through with tonight's stream. I didn't expect a lot of you guys to be here, but honestly, you guys are what made this all the more enjoyable when it comes to Unite, to everything in particular, honestly. But yeah, you guys are what makes this game all the more enjoyable. And if I do decide to come back to doing ranked, it's gonna be with you guys, obviously. I'm not playing with no randoms. I'm only gonna play with you guys and you guys alone. Now, granted, my rank is expert. And I'm not afraid to admit that my rank is expert, 100%. I'm not afraid to admit that. Okay, and like I said, the reason why is because I haven't touched ranked for the past couple of seasons because of all this crap that's been going on with the game in particular. I haven't touched ranked for the past couple of seasons because, of all the bullshit that comes with it. I haven't touched ranked because, I haven't been too confident about my skills of playing this game. I haven't touched ranked because of all the craziness with all of it in general. But honestly, with you guys, I'm just thankful for you guys, for keeping this game alive, for you having this epicness, for sure. And you guys are what makes this game all the more enjoyable, for sure. Always, for sure. Always, for sure. I'll play ranked for you if you get it up. Pause. Yeah, I'm probably gonna work on it on my spare time, probably. But I'll probably won't do ranked on stream. I'll probably do it maybe like if I get to like ultra, maybe I'll do ranked on stream. But for now, I'm just gonna keep it to just doing it on. I'm just gonna keep it to doing it on like Discord for the most part. But I haven't seen Latios touch ranked when I saw him for the first time when T-Tar was wrong. Yeah, I I played rank a little bit, but that was on my off time. But ever since then, I never touched rank for the past couple of seasons at all. Honestly, it's crazy. And yes, I'm still at, but I'm gonna be wrapping up shortly, so don't worry. But yeah, I'm not afraid to. I honestly really am not. I'm not afraid to admit that I haven't touched rank for the past couple of seasons. But maybe with this next one, we will see what happens. Okay, we will see what happens. I'm not guaranteeing I'm going to be good. I'm not going to be guaranteeing that I'm going to be the best. But if I'm going to do ranked, I'd rather just do it with you guys. If I do ranked, I'll probably be like when I'm in ultra class, because then when I reach ultra, I could probably be able to play with you guys more. So, but yeah, that's just something that I've been holding in for a while, and I'm not afraid to admit it. Okay. I'm not afraid to admit it. People may judge, but it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. Even though I don't do ranked, I know at least what does well. I know how to at least play. I know how to rotate. I know how to follow and stuff. So I can at least admit to that. Let's be perfectly real here. So in the end, let's just hope that the game improves better for sure. That is easy to climb through, though. Yeah, I know, but I just haven't really had the motivation to really go for it, honestly. But it is what it is. If you're plugging me, can I plug in something? My response didn't go through. Check out my last VOD. It was golden. Wait, what did you actually Wait, did you promote something? Because I didn't see it. Or maybe because you're just a yeah, you're not. You're just a viewer here, I think. Also, Latios, me and Ladia had this in mind before I suggested. But once this game is in the PS5 or Xbox X, wait, Unite in XPS5? I mean, I wouldn't mind that. It'll be more easy to stream, I guess. Response didn't go through. Oh, check my last VOD. It was gold. Oh, okay. Your last VOD. Okay, let me see if I can pull it up and I can post it on the chat. Is there like a name? What's the name of it? If anything, I could probably post it. Oh, YouTube hard hit. Oh, that's whack. I was gonna go ahead and post it in the chat for everybody. Let me check something real quick. Let me see if I can find it. I did see the one video where you were pretending to be a bot in Unite. Is that the one you were talking about? Let me see. Because otherwise I don't see it. Because I know you have a lot of epic stuff there, but I'm not sure otherwise. Because I said I'm last and video back to back. Oh, okay, got you. I wasn't sure exactly what you were trying to promote, but I still appreciate you. No, I still appreciate it nonetheless. Hey, Bubbles, it's been a minute, brother. How you been? Welcome to the stream. Now, Pokemon Unite is not it. We're talking about Phasmophobia for the PS5. Oh, okay, got you. Oh, that is the video. Okay, pretending to be a bot. Bet. Okay, you know what? Let me go ahead. I'll go ahead and I'll post it for you guys. All right, so Volcano's got a pretty fun video where he pretends to be a bot. And if you guys have not checked that out, definitely check that out. This is a video that he made pretending to be a bot. So there you go, Volcano. I posted the video for you. Yeah, you guys should definitely check it out. It's actually pretty funny, and I think this is definitely a good indication of what actually happens, what's wrong with the game. So, with the randoms, of course. So, I guess you could say this is a good highlight of what they be doing for the most part. But that's just me. Anyways, this stream has been going on long enough as it is. I'm about to get ready to wrap up for tonight because I got to get ready for work tomorrow. But again, I want to thank you guys so much for coming through tonight. I really do appreciate every single one of y'all. You guys are absolutely epic. There won't be a stream tomorrow, but what I will be doing is I will be having a stream schedule coming in. But for the most part, I will the next Unite stream will be this coming Friday, so stay tuned for that. That will be coming. For those of you who are mainly here for Pokemon Unite, the next Unite stream will be this upcoming Friday on February the 23rd, I believe. Yes, February 23rd will be the next Pokemon Unite stream where I will be live streaming Pokemon Unite. So, yeah, pretty much. Normally I wouldn't ask to plug, but I have Mark edit it, and I just try to get the homie's name out because he got the good edits. No, I understand you. It's all good, brother. No worries. I've been good doing some schoolwork, going to my doctors and therapists, meetings, etc. Okay. Hopefully that goes well for you, Bubbles. Hopefully it does. But anyways, guys, I'm getting kind of tired. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up for tonight. But thank you to everybody. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for this stream. Tenzin, again, fix your damn game, please. Fix all the bullshit that the players are not happy about. And yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up for tonight. But thank you to everybody. Thank you everyone so much for tuning in for the stream tonight. I really definitely appreciate you guys so much. You guys are what makes this game all the more epic, all the more fun to play. Honestly, it really means a lot to me, honestly, and I definitely will be coming back with Unite content pretty soon. I will definitely be doing rank soon. I don't know when, but I will let you guys know when I do, if anything. So with that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. And of course, if you guys have not checked out Volcanic Arcanine, definitely check them out. Also check out Sacred Ash. Check out Ghoulishly Gengar. Check out everyone who came through with this epic this stream. You guys are absolutely awesome. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I'm about to cue the outro. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will catch you guys next time. Take care.